Welsh-born beauty Catherine Zeta-Jones going blonde?
Oh.
Yes, she is.
Right.
And the proof is in the picture.
Very exciting.
Catherine was spotted wearing the platinum blonde wig as she headed from the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is a blonde there, Terry.
Wow. I
When
can't imagine.
are you going blonde?
You know, my hair would not be blonde. It would be orange.
Really?
Have you not ever seen like a bunch of Filipinos who do that? It's orange.
I've
It's not
seen a
blonde.
bunch of Asian ladies these days, Terry. I don't think you know about the modern techniques they have for hair care.
Well,
not just wash and go, right?
No, you're probably right.
They're not just using Pert Plus anymore, Terry. All right?
Okay.
You might be able to go blonde, and you don't know it.
Well,
I see a lot of blonde Asians looking really hot. Oh, all right.
This blonde is just not for me.
All right. I think maybe we should try it, Terry. No. I think you got to live a day before it's all said and done, Terrence. You got to go a day, a week, maybe even a month.
All blonde.
As a blonde Terry Fritz. This Hotshot Scott from T-Man in the Morning Show.
Oh, I was like, whoa.
Well, when he says, "Did you put a bumper sticker on my car?" I know. Strange.
No, I'm trying to be serious now, Stephen. I mean, you did hear that, right?
Oh, no, I did. Yeah,
Okay.
the shout out. Sure.
Yeah, the shout out.
I thought it was strange,
Do
too.
you, Hotshot Scott?
What would you call the guy who led the ceremony? A minister, a pastor,
yeah.
a priest? What
A
was
priest,
he, Stephen?
yes.
He's a priest.
He was a
Catholic,
priest?
so priest.
Catholic priest.
He was a priest, all right.
He was.
And he looked as devoutly religious as you could possibly look.
Right.
And seemed it, too. It wasn't just looking the part, but the words out of his mouth. I mean, the man couldn't have been closer
I know.
to his faith.
Yes.
And then he has to talk about the T-Man in the Morning Show, and it even made my skin crawl. I gotta be honest.
It made him so uncomfortable. Up there.
Right.
Hotshot was like squirming.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, oops.
Well, I don't think that's what made him uncomfortable. I think it was the things the priest was saying.
Well,
which
too.
even surprised me. I wasn't aware.
That he was such a sensitive guy?
No! You must have missed something, Terry.
What did I...
It's amazing how you could miss something.
About how they met and all that
About
stuff?
how they met.
I knew how they met.
You knew how they met.
I knew exactly how they met.
What did
Because I remember when Hotshot told me about Megan and how they met.
How did he tell you they met?
He said that a friend of his emailed him about Megan.
Mm-hmm.
She had just recently moved back from school or whatever and heard him on the air and...
They were just listeners.
Yes, I know.
He never told me that.
He told me that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I did.
I think you might have told me. I think I blocked it out.
Probably
because
did, huh?
my number one rule is always
don't date the
thou shalt
listeners?
not marry thy listener.
Oh, you'll date, but don't marry.
Oh, no, date. Yeah, kidding.
No problem.
Thou shalt screw as many as thou possible. Thou shalt not marry thy listener. Even though, I guess, in some ways, everyone is. But
right.
But
it's hard to find a non-listener.
But to meet in that fashion, like amongst all the emails that that can come in around here.
Right.
Well, it's a long.
And many do, and in his single day, he got many.
So if only Areola had emailed first.
She could be Mrs.
He could have been marrying the hairiest of holes on Saturday evening.
Wow.
Yes.
A lovely affair, though, nonetheless.
It was beautiful, yes.
Well, now it was, in my mind, it was a lovely affair, and now I'm not sure it was, knowing that it could have been the hairiest of holes up there.
You're picturing that, aren't you?
Well, yes, Terry, and I feel a little bit of a void, but that's all right.
Yeah.
And, okay.
Well, the priest had told me, he said, I went to your website and I was trying to find out some more information about the show, and I said,
you didn't.
no.
Not a good idea for a priest.
Don't need to go there.
Yes. Well, when he's up there going, and she heard your voice, Hotshot Scott from T-Man's in the Morning Shows.
You love that.
Here we are.
Yeah.
3 years later.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Nobody did. Nobody should think that.
I know. We're all sitting here in shock and awe just like you.
All right, shock and awe. Shock and awe.
It's like, all right, dude, here's your summer jam tickets.
Okay.
Just shut up, please. Move on to another subject. Anything. And then I got to sit next to the guy with the gay man. Terry.
Oh, I know you did.
You go right there across the table from us both.
I was. The portly man.
Yes.
Who, by the way, was probably one of the first people in the chapel.
And
the first to leave and be at the reception so nobody could see him walk anywhere.
Did you see how religiously disrespectful he was, Terry? Not even standing up and rising during.
No.
Oh, he didn't stand?
I didn't. I couldn't
Wow.
see. No, I said
He sat during the gospel. How?
I don't care how much you weigh, Terry, and I don't care how much your sciatic nerve hurts.
Right.
All right? When you're at the point when it's a religious ceremony and you can't stand on your feet during the standing times.
Wow. I did not do
if
that.
that's not a sign that's the one step before Richard Simmons breaks down the side wall of your house to get you out.
Right.
Man.
I know.
And during the reception, I counted he got up out of his chair a total of 1 time, Terry.
Where did he go?
During a 5-hour affair.
I think he went to say hello to the hotshot Scott.
And I think it was stairwell time. I don't know. It's a long discussion. Well,
The place had quite the stairwell.
Right. Stephen must have joined him. Must have been a great time for you.
Yeah.
The T-Man. Bringing
Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee have had a complicated relationship. Tongues were wagging once again when the duo showed up at the Hollywood opening of Rock Bar together.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
are new reports true? Did the couple reunite in Hawaii?
And it felt so good.
Yes, it's true. They vacationed together on the islands with their kids, and it's no rumor that Pam looks great in a bikini.
Oh, it is.
But sources also tell Extra that Tommy has given his former bride an 8-carat black diamond ring.
The Black Diamond, Terry. I know you're loving the Black Diamond.
Gotta have the black diamond.
Yes. Cannot really feel like you're in love unless you have the Black Diamond on your finger, right?
I know. Forget the pink, the yellow. I want black.
Okay.
Color
and
with
the
a
two are
Sharpie.
set to re-wed at the Palms Casino in Las
They're
Vegas.
going to re-wed. Now, they've been married twice already, haven't they? Or just once? I can't remember. Lost score.
I think twice.
Yeah, I think they've been married twice.
Yeah.
So this will be a third time.
Right.
That old charm.
It's really going to take this time.
Yes.
Swear it is.
Bad enough when a person's been married 3 times to 3 different people and it didn't work out.
Right.
They're going
to
to
the
marry
same
each other
person.
3 times.
Well, maybe the black diamond this time is the lucky charm.
Okay. I thought Lucky Charms were frosted, Terry. And magically delicious. But whatever.
Yeah, we'll see.
Interesting. I've never heard of anyone getting married and divorced 3 times.
Right.
Never in my life.
I'm with you.
Do you know anyone, Stephen, married and divorced 3 times?
I do not.
Never in your life.
Nope.
Terry, anyone?
No.
Never in your life.
Nope.
Pamela Lee. Pamela Anderson. Pamela Lee. Pamela Anderson. Pamela Lee.
Right.
Married, divorced, and married, divorced, married 3 times.
Right.
Huh? Right.
Well, yeah.
Pretty special, though.
Don't get it. They're at the point where her sitcom is a disaster.
Yeah.
He's on his last leg of his last tour.
Yeah.
And they just are like, all right, there's nothing else really happening.
Right. Nobody else will have us.
Yes. We've already both determined we both have the same hepatitis. We might as well get married again.
Yeah, why not?
It's probably true. I think people with hepatitis should stay together.
Oh!
If they give it to each other, I mean,
Yes.
it's kind of special.
It is kind of romantic to give each other hepatitis B.
Wow.
Or to share the same strain of hepatitis.
Sure.
It would really be an awkward situation if someone had hepatitis C and the other had hepatitis B.
Right.
It's not quite the match.
No, obviously wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
But she claims that he gave it to her.
Yeah?
He claims that that's not the case. No one really knows the truth. So, stop fighting. Just get remarried.
Yeah.
Stop giving anyone else hepatitis C, I think is what they have. C.
I think it is, yeah.
Yes.
That's the bad one, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if B's any prize.
Right.
But hepatitis A, I believe, is very quick and curable. B and C, you keep forever, kind of like luggage. So, what else is going on in the world, Terrence? What else is happening?
I don't know if you heard about this, but Jude Law publicly apologized to his fiancée about having an affair with a nanny of his.
I did hear about that. And you know what? That requires a lot of discussion time, Terry. I don't know
okay.
if this early hour of the morning we're ready to discuss Jude Law cheating on his wife.
Yeah, his then wife.
What's this?
His then
He's
wife.
married now.
No, he's engaged to, he was married to Sadie Frost at the time.
Right.
But he is now engaged to Sienna Miller.
Sienna, yes.
Yes, but for some reason he decided to apologize to Sienna, not to
I
his
thought he
ex-wife.
cheated on Sienna with the nanny. Isn't that what I heard? Isn't that what I've read? Isn't that what's going on? He cheated on Sienna with the nanny. Just recently.
Well, yeah, he, okay.
All right. Well, you know what? I said I didn't want to hear about it now anway, so you'll have actually time to read.
All right.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I will.
Do some research.
Yes.
Well,
Terry on research.
well, the kids are with his ex-wife.
Of course. But he's currently with
right. Yeah.
Sienna. That's his fiance. And when he's having sex with a nanny now, he's not cheating on his ex-wife.
Right.
He's
You're
cheating
right.
on his fiance.
I know, okay.
Not yelling. I'm just talking very adamantly.
You are being very adamant.
Regardless, he had sex with the nanny, though, right?
He had
Yes.
sex with the frickin' nanny, man.
And one of the kids walked in on him.
Really?
Yes.
I told you I didn't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. All right, then. Okay.
Sex with the nanny.
I thought you didn't want to talk about it.
No, he's talking about sex with the nanny.
Oh, just with a nanny.
That's why when women call up the show and when, like even Kendall says, I'm a nanny, I'll nanny for your family. I'm like, no. You're just going to create complete trouble in my life. If I'm going to hire a nanny, it's going to be some really old and fat, like, Mexican woman with a mustache.
Wow. Yeah.
Not even Mrs. Doubtfire. Huh?
No. I wouldn't even attempt to cause that kind of situation in my life.
Right.
Every day, watching her shake her little ass there, Terry. No, I can't have that in my house.
She bends
Not in
over
my
to pick up
house.
your child.
She bends over to pick up my child. I'm just ready to ram it in. Come on, I can't have that.
Oh, my gosh.
That's just not something I want on my mind every minute of the day, Terry.
Right,
Now,
makes sense.
a number of minutes is fine, but not every minute.
Right, makes sense.
Don't get me wrong, I love Mexican women, Terry, but not the fat old ones with mustaches.
Right, not attractive to
Mexican
you.
women are my type.
Yes, I know.
So, just to clear that on the record.
Right.
I don't want you to think I don't like Mexican women.
No,
But
I
for
know
those-
better.
For those Mexican women that are thinking of emailing later today.
Right. I know better than that.
Right. Go to the
And say hello. Then she'd shave and lose weight, and then you'd be in trouble, though.
And she'd get younger, too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'll be like, man, I see how you were somehow able to lose the 140 pounds you needed to lose, and you shaved the mustache, but how did you go from 80 to 23 overnight? That's unbelievable.
Or she wouldn't do any of that. You'd still think that.
All right, bend over and pick up the kid. I gotta ram you. No, yeah, I don't see how these dudes are hiring even relatively
hot.
decent-looking nannies.
Right.
Even if she's relatively decent-looking, okay? Even if she's, like, a nice step up from mediocre.
Right.
But not just blowing you away. But even if she's, like, in that range.
Sure.
She's there every day. You're going to start having some kind of conversation
Connection.
with her, and conversations lead to sex.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Don't you think that some people can, like, keep it in their pants?
I can't have conversations with women that are decent looking.
Right. It leads to sex, for goodness
Of
sake.
course it does. And if you're not aware of that, and if you're not proactive, you're going to wind up like Jude Law making a stupid public apology, looking like a freaking idiot.
Right.
As you're sitting up there with a prepared speech, apologizing to your fiance that you screwed the nanny like a moron. Man. It's bad enough. He had something going on with the nanny there, Terry.
Well, it was, I guess it was for like about a month.
Yeah, but to embarrass himself
I know.
by making some
agree.
public, on-the-record speech apologizing to Sienna. Is that her name?
Yeah, Sienna Miller.
Apologizing to Sienna just makes him look like a tool. Not that he didn't look like one anyway. It's like the movie that he was just in with Julia Roberts, Come to Life. What was the name of that movie, Stephen? Closer? Something like that?
Closer,
Was
yeah.
it Closer?
Yeah.
Yes. Twisted and very
That
entertaining.
was an interesting movie.
For a month, he's screwing the nanny.
Yeah.
He's apologizing to his fiance. They're not even married yet.
How many times do you think he banged the nanny in a month?
In a month?
Yeah.
I mean,
How many times in your prime did you get banged in a month, Terry?
I don't know. I didn't count.
David, how many times do you think he banged the nanny in a month?
62.
Oh, jeez.
Twice a day.
Sounds about right. You don't think he took a day off? I said, okay, this is wrong. And then went right back at it the next day?
May have taken a day off, but on the next day it was four times.
4 times!
Let's make up for lost time.
Yesterday I thought it was wrong, but today it feels so right. I don't know about 62 times, Stephen.
What's your...
Quite a few, though, probably.
I think it was quite a few, but not 62.
But how would you feel as the nanny, and all of a sudden one of the kids walks in and is like staring at you? And
Any pictures of the nanny? Can we get a picture of the nanny? Has the nanny stepped forward? Has the nanny made herself... I don't want to talk about this yet, Terry.
I know you don't.
Has the nanny made herself known?
Yeah, do you want her name?
I would love her name.
Daisy Wright.
Oh!
She's 26.
That Daisy was right.
Yes, she was.
If the Daisy wasn't so wrong, it wouldn't have felt so right.
Kids walk in and they're having sex. This mac and cheese ain't going to cook itself here, Daisy.
Oh, jeez. That's what Stephen would say to his nanny and his dad humping around, worried about the mac and cheese. And you're right, Stephen. The mac and cheese does not cook itself. As you've learned a long time ago, I'm sure.
Yes.
Which is why you're an apron wearer from 10 a.m. through the rest of the day.
That's right.
All right, I don't want to talk about this now, Terry.
I know you don't.
What else is going on?
Well, I know this guy is kind of old school, but Lorenzo Lamas,
Yes.
he called off his 5th marriage, his 5th wedding.
Well, it's not to the same person, at least.
No,
he's
you're right.
waking up laughing at Tommy Lee for being a moron, getting married to the same person 3 times. He's been married 4 times before
Yes.
this marriage he was working on, but
Right.
to 4 different women.
Yes, to very hot women, by the way.
I'm sure they were.
Anyway, this woman was Playboy's Miss December back in 1992.
And
Her
they
name,
called off the wedding?
yes, because he decided to surprise his fiancée at her bachelorette party on Friday night.
Yes.
And caught her in a compromising position with the male stripper.
Okay, you don't try to surprise your fiancée at her bachelorette party unless you're pretty damn sure she's doing something you want to catch her in the act in.
Well, but
All right?
first...
No bachelorette is expecting the fiancé to bust in with the surprise and everyone being all happy to see him.
I understand that. However, it's kind of hypocritical, I think, of Lorenzo because he's Mr. Philanderer. I mean, it's
Not
not,
anymore.
like he
He's changed
was
his
Mr.
ways.
Oh, please.
After his time with Hot Tony, he was done with that.
Really?
That's right. I mean, I even recall that one of his ex-wives was like, when they were getting divorced, was talking about how...
All of the times he cheated.
Yes, and
the
how he tried to turn her into a sex slave or
Well,
some craziness.
The last time he ever cheated was with Amber the Seagull, and he's changed his ways since then, Terry.
But that's just kind of, you
What
know...
a nanny she would make, man.
Oh, Amber the Seagull.
Oh, yeah, bend over, pick up the kid again, baby.
In fact, I don't even have a kid.
I got a kid in my pants. I got a baby's arm in my pants all right for you. Wow.
So anyway, he's not getting married for the 5th time. So.
He's not going to get married.
No.
All right.
They've decided to go their separate ways.
Because he caught her in the act of cheating. She was having sex with one of the strippers at her bachelorette party.
It just says compromising position, according to the New York.
The whole bachelor party is a compromising position,
I
Terry.
understand.
Well, I don't get what that means then.
Well,
Was he having sex with his fiancée or no?
was
the stripper having
I would
sex?
assume yes.
Who's this
However,
here? What'd you hand me,
is that
Pamela?
I think that's
How'd you enjoy the wedding there, Pasty?
I had a good time. It was
Did you
fun.
really?
Yeah.
Pasty got stood up at the wedding.
I know.
You know, when I went home
Yes.
and told my wife that, because my wife was not at the wedding, Terry.
Right.
She was on Kid Patrol.
Yes.
All right.
Kid Patrol.
Oh, yes.
Damn it.
Well, she refuses to even forget about a nanny. Refuses to even get a babysitter at this point. It's like first kid paranoia we have.
Wow. Okay.
Baby's 5 months old, and I said, we could both go to the wedding if we get a babysitter, and she wouldn't hear of it.
I talked to my mom about that. She said she didn't leave me alone until I was a year old.
Oh, look what happens.
And that's
Tell
the
Angela.
second
Make sure to
baby.
go home and tell Angela that. But
Leave him
anyway,
there with the window cracked or something.
right. Anyway, when I went home and told her about there were 3 empty seats at our table,
Yes.
and one was because Pasty's date didn't show up, she got so angry at your date and so wanting to just hug you and make you bend over and pick up the kid.
Well,
She was just...
I felt bad too for him because I see him after the wedding. I'm like, so where's the date? And he's like, well, I kind of got stood up. I'm like, oh my god.
How does a date stand you up for a wedding invite?
I don't know. I mean,
On the night of the wedding, she's like, nope, can't make it.
yeah.
No, it was the night of you.
it was the day
Yes,
of.
the
Yeah.
day
Wow. Not good.
Yeah.
It was an hour before you were ready to go to the wedding, she told you.
Well, yeah. It was a timing conflict because
I don't care what, no.
no.
Timing
A
conflict.
timing that.
Don't make excuses for her, dude.
I'm not trying to. I'm just explaining the situation.
But still, she knew that she was going to do something with you that evening, right?
Absolutely.
Regardless.
Angela wanted to shake her, man.
Thought that was the plan.
Shake her.
So.
Shake her.
What's wrong with you?
Yes. Pull her hair. Bitch slap her.
Wow.
Not that Angela's a bitch. She's a bitch.
No, I
All right,
understand.
there we go.
Gotcha.
Maybe I'm the bitch.
I grubbed on her chicken.
I've lost track of the bitches. What's that now?
I did eat her chicken.
You know,
You showed her.
Oh, man.
It's so funny.
I'm sure you left that on her voicemail and she got all...
Missed a great piece of chicken.
Taking her over to her place and just throwing it in the window.
Missed out on a great piece of chicken and a huge hunk of Magnum, Terry.
Yeah, I know.
It's an interesting life, social life for Pasty Dave, Terry. It's been an interesting dating world. The one time he actually does set up a date for himself, she backs out at the last minute.
Yeah, it's making him feel good right about
Oh,
now.
I just pulled stuff out of the dryer, dude. Timing conflict.
Yeah, timing.
I want to hear about this supposed timing conflict. Doesn't make any sense.
No.
But I don't have time right now to hear about it.
Okay.
Just like no time to hear about Jude Law.
I know. And Lorenzo Long. But I think he printed you off Daisy Wright, the nanny.
Oh, the
This is the
nanny.
nanny?
Is that the nanny?
Which
No.
one's the nanny?
No, that was Miss December.
All
That
right.
was Miss December.
Oh, okay.
Where's the nanny?
No pictures of the nanny.
I don't think there's going to be pictures of the nanny. She's just like a private woman. She's not in the entertainment industry or anything, right?
Right.
I'm sure I could find it, though.
Well, I did a pretty intensive search, but let me spend a little more time here.
I'm not talking about your date for Saturday night. I'm talking about for the nanny picture. That is kind of wrong, rude, etc., Terry.
Yes, it is.
Pasty has to be sitting there in his stupid suit by himself, knowing and telling everyone the truth.
Yeah.
Because there's really, what else can you, I'm sure he tried to think of, is there a better way to play this off, or should I just go with the fact that I got stood up? And I think he thought that through and said, well, I can't think of a damn thing.
Right.
But when there's name places there and, there's empty seats, it's kind of...
I mean, can you think of a good lie as to why you're sitting by yourself after you told everyone that you had a date for the wedding?
No.
Is there a good lie that works there?
I just thought it would be cool to get 2 meals out of them.
No. I'm not good at making excuses and such.
I could be a pretty good liar when I think about it, Terry, when I put my mind to it, and I can't come up with a good lie as to what Pasty could have used to pull that off if he wanted to spare himself a little bit of a
embarrassing
discomfort situation.
Yeah.
But when you're willing to throw out the embarrassing situation, you see how people rally to your aid?
I know.
And my wife was ready to just screw you.
Well, maybe one of the bridesmaids should have done
That
that.
angry at that woman for making you feel bad at the wedding. She felt that you must have felt bad sitting there telling everyone about how your date stood you up.
She didn't have like a friend she could have called or something. I thought about going with the whole sick angle. I thought about just telling you guys, oh, she got sick, and that would have maybe held it off. But I'm like, if it gets pushed, I don't want to have to sit there and lie all night about it.
Right. I guess sick would have been yes.
Acceptable.
Yes. Or my dog ate her, something like that.
But Paste, you have no dog.
Oh.
Could have told your sweet story to one of the bridesmaids. They could have swooped you up and taken care of you. Would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no, he went with the honest angle.
Bridesmaids. Always a funny crew. Women in the same clothing. Always a treat.
The T-Man. Cube welcomes.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is already a record hit, but now Amazon.com is giving people...
Wow, that's confusing. I thought it was Harry Potter and the Wizard's Sleeve, Terry. That was just a joke we were making?
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is already a record hit, but now Amazon.com is giving people an added incentive to buy the book. The company is knocking $1 off the price to pass more savings onto its customers.
Wow, they got $1, Terry. It's very nice of Amazon. Now I can buy the Mercedes.
They sold 6 million copies. It's the least they could do.
Yeah, they can knock $1 off.
Wow,
It's the best-selling book in the history of books.
Yeah, the book, yeah.
There's never been a book that is sold like Harry Potter and the Wizard's Sleeve. I'm still calling it that. I don't care.
I know.
Picture of Terry on the front. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Terry and Fabio.
Wow. Now, our friend Kendall is here, Terry, with Vinnie Le Pooh. They both strode in, and I know Kendall has read the Harriest Potter new installment and wants to share with us her thoughts.
I haven't read it, T-Man.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't had a chance to yet this weekend, but I bought it.
You are a Harry Potter fraud.
Yeah,
All last week. Was it all last week, Terry? When
Yeah,
she was in here going, oh, I can't wait till the Harry Potter book comes out.
Right.
Me. I'm going to read it in one day, and I read them all in one day. And
I'm going to get the British version. And
I have it. I just haven't had a chance to read it. We're so busy.
That's
this
my
weekend.
point! Hello? Were you not here last week saying how you always read all the Harry Potters in one day? You are a Harry Potter fraud.
Harry Potter fraud.
Oh, man.
Was it you who said every Harry Potter book, as soon as you get it, you're one of the first online, and you read it all in one day? And I even said, man, that's a pretty thick book to be reading in one day. You said, nope, I read it in one day.
Once I'll start it, I'll read it in a day. I just haven't gotten around
Oh, I'm sorry. I
yet. I
didn't
just haven't opened the
clarify.
first page yet.
So you're really not that into it.
Whatever.
I am. I just feel
You
really busy.
are a Harry Potter a fraud. Nothing worse, Terry, when you unwrap the woman and she's a Harry Potter fraud down deep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Down deep.
Now, what were you doing this weekend that you were so busy that you couldn't grab a hold of your hairiest of Potters?
I was hot patrolling.
Hot patrolling.
All day?
Yeah.
Where? Why?
We had the Musica Festival on Saturday.
Can't even pronounce it. You must not have been there that long.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And then I had a baby shower to go to that night.
Why don't you just say, T-Man, you're right. I've been exposed as a Harry Potter fraud.
I'm a Harry Potter fraud.
That's the end of it.
I just had to get sleep.
I just don't really like to read. I'm not a very good reader. And now you've discovered the truth. Why don't you just admit that?
I gotta wait for it to come out on tape, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see how you can just all of a sudden just play it off like you were busy when you just explained thoroughly that you were the biggest Harry Potter fan and you read them all in one day.
I'm a huge fan. I've been busy. I had
So
work.
this is the first time you didn't read it in the first day.
Yeah.
But you left us leaving like Friday. You were going to read it from 12:01 to
Right.
all night.
Then
Well,
it didn't matter how busy you were going to be because
I went
you were
there Friday night to get it.
anticipating
I had to wait I had to wait to get it because I went there Friday night. My foot was so swollen I couldn't wait anymore. I had to go back home.
Harry Potter gimp fraud, Terry.
Yep.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Right.
Everybody just wants it. Nobody else has read it.
Makes me question about her honesty when she talks about being a virgin, Terry. Makes me question. I started to believe, because she stuck so consistently to her story, that she would fly back and forth to Phoenix and only give her boyfriend sweet kisses and of the mouth variety, Terry.
Right.
And I started to believe her, just like I believed that she would read from 12:01 until the book was done.
Which most virgins would do.
Right. That's what all virgins do, Terry. And she is just a Harry Potter fraud. And if it wasn't for the fact that she has no choice but to admit she didn't read it because she can't give us a review, she might be lying about that.
No,
I read the book.
lie about that. I'm telling the truth. I always tell you the truth.
All right, so
I
you
thought
had
I was going to read it this weekend, but I had like a 14-hour day with anger management on Sunday.
14-hour day.
Yeah.
Anger management was a 14-hour show.
Yeah, I started bannering up there at 10:30, and I didn't get home until like 1.
You were bannering at what time?
At 10:30.
10:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Why were you bannering at 10:30 in the morning when the concert starts at 7?
Because it takes that long.
It takes that long to hang a banner?
I was out there with my gimp foot, staple gunning all over the place.
So just you. No, I mean, nobody else can help Banner?
Well, they all came
Banner?
a lot. They all came at like
Banner.
3.
They all came at 3.
But I live down there in the south end.
But you were there by yourself on the grounds of the amphitheater, alone
on the
from
whole road up to it.
From 10:30 to 3, you were all by yourself out there. That's what you want us to believe.
That's true.
Nobody offered to come help.
My mom.
All right, girl.
All right.
How was the show? Did you get to go to the show?
Yeah, it was really good.
Show was good.
It was awesome.
I heard 50 Cent was kind of
Mediocre?
mediocre, but Eminem blew him away.
Wow.
That's what I heard. I was really close to going, Terry.
Where you at?
It was Sunday night. I had the tickets in my hand, and I didn't feel bad not going because I knew half the place was going to be empty, or at least half the tickets weren't sold. I know they gave away a lot of tickets at the end of the day there, but so the place was pretty close to full. But I was like just about to get in my car. I said, nah, I can't do it. If it was at the Key Arena, I would have been there.
Sure.
But driving out to the amphitheater, I was just like, I can't swing it.
If it was in your backyard, you would have gone.
If it was in my backyard, I was like, I think I'll maybe make an attempt to go, but
You guys keep it down back there?
but I got the report, and I heard Eminem was actually off the charts there.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good.
Do you agree with that?
It was amazing.
Or you haven't read it yet? It was amazing.
It really was the best rap concert I've been to, I think.
Well, that's really good to say, knowing that you've been to a couple of summer jams and
Right.
work for the station.
Oh,
but it
no,
doesn't matter.
like
no,
private shows. Summer Jam's always better. It's
Oh,
a
whatever.
party.
You know what? Don't suck up now. It's ridiculous. You have no idea what you're doing. Anyway, that's fine. I appreciate that honesty. I always want your honesty. I'm just wondering about how now the program director is going to look at you later today, knowing that you just said that and he's listening always.
You may have a free weekend to read Harry Potter.
Yes.
Right.
You may not be asked to go to Summer Jam this weekend. He's not going to want you there.
Don't need you at the gorge.
No,
Bannering.
that's always better.
Yeah, the Banner first.
We'll be able to banner ourselves this weekend. You
Right.
stay home and read your stupid book.
She's going to do it for 14 hours all by herself. They
Right.
probably... Well, you could still do it.
But I heard 50 Cent wasn't that good.
I enjoyed it.
All right, whatever.
Eminem was better.
All right. There it is. They sold a total of 9,100 tickets, Terry.
Wow.
That was the report I got.
And the place holds?
20,000.
Whoa.
But a lot of tickets were given away on the station, and
Sure.
and then in general.
Yeah.
So it was pretty close to full,
Yeah.
but the lawn was mostly empty.
Yeah, everyone snuck down.
Yeah, you
Snuck
really
down?
have to
No, they
sneak
said,
down.
"Come on down."
Yeah, you really have to sneak down.
All right, man. College girls.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why she's in Arizona.
Oh, jeez.
Why she's a nanny.
What are you trying to say, Terry?
She's,
That she wasn't even accepted at Wazoo? What are you saying?
well, I think that, you know.
Hey, I got into UW. I chose Arizona.
Ah, of course you did. UW was like crying their soup when they heard you turned them down.
Oh, man.
Okay. And who did you go to the concert with? You were there by yourself with other Hot Patrollers?
Yeah. And a friend.
And a friend. Mm-hmm. And who was the friend?
Just a friend I've known for a while.
Male or female?
Male.
Does the boyfriend in Arizona know you took your male friend?
Yes, he does.
And how did he respond to that? Was he very happy to hear that, or a little
He
bit?
didn't really have a comment about it.
But you told him for what reason?
Because I'm honest with him, as I am with you.
Right. And why do you feel the need to be honest with him that you were taking a friend that was male? Why even bring it up to him?
Because. I don't know.
All right, whatever. Go away. Anyway.
Full disclosure.
All right. What else is going on, Terry? What else is happening, please?
Apple Computer just reported that its online music service has officially sold more than 500 million songs since its launch over 2 years ago. Well, now they're in the talks with several major recording companies who start selling music videos.
Yeah, music
Apparently-
video iPods are the next thing to come out of my hearing.
Right, yeah. So
I don't know if I
we'll
want a
see how
music
that
video
is.
iPod. I don't know if I want to be looking at my iPod the whole time.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think
Even if
that's
I'm on the plane doing nothing. I don't want to sit there having to look at my iPod.
the whole time. Right.
Right.
Yeah. I can understand.
Man, don't keep trying to make things better.
You guys are okay right now.
Right, the iPod is great. It's good.
Leave it alone.
Everyone's happy. No one's complaining.
Right.
Plays music videos, and it vacuums your floor.
Vacuum.
The iPod Roomba. That's the next thing to come out. I don't see anyone saying, "Oh, I love my iPod. Please come out with something even better."
Right.
No, I love my iPod, period. Mm-hmm. End it there. Don't ruin it. This iPod Shuffle thing is too small. No one is buying that in mass quantity, Terry. That's
Right.
been a disaster for Apple. Mm-hmm. The iPod Mini was a good place to end it. Right. No, let's get them even smaller and make them even cheaper, and people will go crazy.
Right.
Well, no, there are iPod Shuffles stuck on the shelves because from what I'm reading, people don't want the iPod Shuffle. And now, but if we put videos on it, they'll go crazy.
Yeah.
No, we won't.
Who wants just 5,000 songs? You need 30,000 songs.
No, the iPod Shuffle has less songs.
Oh, is it less?
And it's cheaper, yes. But the iPod Mini was the perfect amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Shuffle is just like 100 or 150
Yeah,
songs.
I
isn't it?
can't live with that.
Right.
The iPod Mini is like 1,000 to like 3,000. That's perfect. Mm-hmm. Can't get better than perfect, Terry.
But now they're trying like
Do you want an iPod with videos?
No, I don't.
Vinnie Le Pooh, you want an iPod with videos?
I wouldn't want an iPod with videos.
You
no.
don't? Why? Just because I'm saying that, or because you really don't?
No, because I think it really would be annoying staring at a screen on your iPod.
Especially when you're driving.
Small. Right. Yeah, I know.
It's bad enough you see people wearing their iPods when they're driving, Terry.
Right.
Which is illegal in some states, but I guess not in this state. I don't know if it's illegal in this state. Maybe you would know more than me, Terry.
It
You're married
is.
to the fuzz. Can you wear an iPod legally driving in Washington State?
No, you're not supposed to wear like
You're not supposed to wear headphones.
music
But
and headphones.
I'll tell you
stuff
this.
like that.
The reason it's illegal in, like, let's say New York, Terry, where I'm originally from, is because horns blow all the time in New York when people are having a little traffic situation, you're about to crash into someone's car. You blow the horn. I haven't heard a horn blow from someone's car since I've moved here 10 years ago. It's amazing. There could be about an accident that's going to cause a 20-car pileup, and no one is willing to blow their horn out here,
Right,
which is nice.
Yeah.
It's
Might
very
get
peaceful
shot.
out here. Mm-hmm. Not about getting shot, it's just about...
letting
people
people know that you're there.
No, it's people don't want to blow their horns because it's, I guess, in some sense, disrespectful or too noisy or too, they don't want to stoop that low as a culture out here.
We're better than that.
It's just obnoxious, and you can't drive through a New York City street without hearing at all times horns honking. If you don't, like, immediately just pound the gas when the light turns green, 16 cars behind you just honking their horn. That doesn't happen out here.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
like
it's
two
true.
cars go through the green, you got to honk.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
you could actually wear headphones out here when you're driving and not worry that you're missing any horns honking or anyone trying to save you from an accident or from the light being green and you're holding up everyone.
Yeah, but however, if there's an emergency vehicle trying to get through, you can't hear it, you know.
Even the emergency vehicles don't even play their sirens. They just flash the lights out here. They don't want to.
It's too loud.
They don't want to stir the neighbors.
Right.
The road clears for them.
It's unbelievable. That was one of the adjustments that I've now very much made, Terry, and
Sure.
gotten used to. But, I mean, in New York, you try to cross the street, it's a game of Frogger. Your life is absolutely 100% being taken.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's why horns aren't standard on cars out here.
You're putting it on the line when you cross the street. Out here, cars will slam on the brakes to make sure they yield to the pedestrian.
Right.
Fascinating to me. In New York, well, he's not going to make it.
Right.
He's not going to make it across the street, and if he thinks I'm stopping, he can forget it.
Yeah, he better
I hope
start.
he enjoyed his life up till now.
Better start running,
It's a
dude.
damn shame he didn't get past the Boy Scout stage, but still, I'm not stopping. That is a true story.
No, I believe you.
The difference between where some people may be from and others out here, Terry.
Yeah, I agree. I think we are much more laid back and just kind of cruising through. While in New York, just by looking and hearing about
I mean,
it.
if a horn actually does honk out here, maybe it has like once this year of all the
Right.
cars commuting through the past,
Right.
7 months that 2005 has been going. How just shocking does it sound?
You're right. It is. It kind of shot you.
It is absolutely startling.
Right. It is. And it's not like we lay on the horn. I mean, it's like one of those timid little honk, like, ooh, am I supposed to?
I don't even know what the horn in the new car sounds like.
You may not even know where your horn is on your car. Out here.
It's true. Is it a button like next to the radio or something?
It's weird.
Yeah.
So wear your iPods. Go ahead. I don't see any reason not to.
But just don't do the video.
I guess we're just not as horny out here.
Oh, jeez.
The T-Man. Bringing the heat.
The newly discovered gene may be to blame for obesity and diabetes.
Oh, jeez.
British and French researchers say the gene may regulate the way the body processes insulin. The discovery could offer new ways to treat the conditions. Researchers say they hope it could help people at risk discover the problem earlier in life so they can make health changes.
Yes, I'm sure there's someone out there, oh, looky, on the hotline, Terry, ready again to start his efforts in making life changes.
Wow.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. Good morning.
Good morning.
He was an esteemed guest, Terry,
Yes, he was.
of Hotshot Scott at the wedding over the weekend, Terry. Mm-hmm. He wore his sweater best, which was his sweater vest.
You have pants on, too.
Let me tell you, I really got my money's worth out of that sweater vest. We bought him, what, about 5-6 years ago?
Yes.
10 years ago?
It's not been 10 years.
The dude wears it to anything remotely formal.
That's all I got.
Terry,
Yes.
Still fits and everything?
Yeah.
if you can't rise with the rest of the congregation when the priest asks you to at a wedding for 30 seconds to join in on a prayer, like Gay obviously was unable to do.
What are you talking about?
Gay, all I know is I look over and you're the only one sitting down when everyone's standing up during a prayer at the Scott ceremony.
You know, that was longer than 30 seconds, and I stood every other time they had it.
Every other time? What was wrong with the every time?
Why couldn't it be every time? What, you got worn out from standing?
No, my back started hurting, and I
Right.
had to sit down.
Sure, there was plenty of those in the senior citizen,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
all
who,
Category that were standing, Terry. Those-
right.
Yeah, and those senior
I even
citizens
saw a
weren't
guy in a
fat.
wheelchair miraculously stand, Terry, and yet gay phone operator couldn't stand during a prayer at the wedding,
See, you
at
stand
the
it-
ceremony.
Put your hand on the pew in front of you to
I did
keep
for
you
the
up.
majority of it.
It's a good thing there was no kneeling, huh?
Oh, I
No,
know.
I think it would have been more comfortable
Yeah,
kneeling.
let's get you in a kneeling position, Stephen.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
boy.
I think you're lashing out only because you know that our point is a correct one, that if you can't stand during a very uplifting and religious-type ceremony such as the one you witnessed, that pretty much is a very strong indication that you need to make some changes. I told you to Diggler, that Ron guy was ready to offer you a new life, but you had to...
For him.
That's nice.
I'm sure you've Digglered enough.
Mm-hmm. Wow. We can't even air that. Because...
Oh, whatever, you chicken.
I'm not a chicken, Gay. The guy has a private life, and you can't say those things about him when all he was doing was, out of the kindness of his own heart, offering you a free membership to get you in shape.
Say those things
You
about
decided.
him, but you can say that I'm a pervert.
You decided that he is the Antichrist or whatever, when the reality is he was just trying to extend a hand of friendship and goodwill, and I'm sure he's regretting the day he ever decided to do that. Okay, he didn't realize what he was getting into when he was dealing with you.
The guy called me a pervert, and then he says the kind of things that he did to me.
But he's not on the air. I mean, you know, you're the... I mean, you can't do that. You know that.
Whatever. He's a weirdo. He's...
Whatever. No, the guy's not going to say whatever he wants about me, and then expect me not to say anything about what he...
Who did he say it to?
He's so warped. He's so gone.
He says it to everybody at the gym. He says
No,
it
he
to his employees at the
Huge
gym.
audience. I'm sure he was going around with the bullhorn at the gym, telling everyone what a pervert you are.
Yeah, everybody at Ann Taylor Loft was talking about it right next door.
That's obviously why Gay had to end the commitment he had made to continuously work out and get himself in shape, Terry, because the bullhorn was going at all times.
Yeah.
And the words pervert and gay phone operator were being said over and over again in the gym.
Right.
And in the locker room. He couldn't escape it. Even in the sauna, Terry.
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, he can say whatever he wants.
Oh, geez.
All I can say is, Gay, when you can't stand... who's getting the last laugh? Ron is. Because
I really
you
don't
can't
care.
stand during a ceremony for 30 seconds.
Yeah, controlling freak gets the last laugh. That's fine.
Well, he's got no worries.
No, he doesn't.
Can't say the same
I
about
can
you.
imagine.
Did you stand and at least hold hands with your neighbor during that
Yes,
part?
I did.
know.
Yes, I did.
That was a lucky moment for that neighbor of yours in the congregation there, wasn't it?
They should tell you the hold hand thing is coming so you can plan who you're going to sit by.
Right. That was a nice surprise to the person who was sitting next to you in the congregation there, huh, Gay, to have to hold on to the Tootsie Roll fingers there?
Tootsie Roll fingers.
I don't even know who I sat next to.
Okay. Well, I hope you had a good
Not
time. It
till
was
dinner. I
nice
just
to
had a
have.
dinner.
It was nice to have you at the big old reception there at our table.
Yeah, it was.
That part was when we got to untuck.
What was this now?
When they let us untuck, it was great.
What is he talking about, Terry?
Untucking his shirt.
I want to make sure it's not something I blocked out that I was a part of.
You didn't miss anything.
I'm assuming I wasn't a part of it, Terry, because I have no idea what he's talking about. If there's any chance that I did something and blocked it out, Terry, I really do want to know.
No, and I would let you know.
Okay, thank you.
But no, he's talking about untucking.
Yeah, I was not the only one that untucked.
Right.
Untucking his shirt.
Who'd you untuck with?
Pasty Dave untucked.
Not surprised. All right, whatever. Anyhow, thanks for checking in.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good
Yeah,
day.
you as well.
I know.
I'm glad it's only once every couple of years, Terry. Mm-hmm. But there's, I guess, a function.
That we can all attend?
Mm-hmm. No offense.
Right.
Well, next up is Pasty's wedding, so...
Well, that'll be a few years down the line.
I don't know what would have been more embarrassing, watching Gay untuck at the table, Terry, or the priest during the ceremony saying that the two met on the T-Man in the Morning Show.
About equal.
Just the way the priest said the T-Man in the Morning Show was with such disdain, Terry. And yet, he was there to perform a lovely ceremony for the bride and groom.
Yes.
He just said it in such a condescending fashion. Did you hear that, Terry?
I did.
Were you hiding yourself in the holy water, too, like me?
Yes. I was like, okay.
Scott and Megan, 3 years ago, met by emailing each other from the T-Man in the Morning Show. Hotshot Scott was intrigued by the words that Megan had put on his computer screen. Wow. I'm just like, oh, please make this end. Please move along to something else. There's got to be something else you can talk about.
But it did not end.
It didn't.
No, it just kept going.
On and on. Man.
Scott got smaller and smaller.
For the first time
I
in his
mean,
life.
yeah, even when he saw Scott squirming, he could have stopped at that point, right?
Right, he could have.
Well, Scott said he didn't know the shout-outs were coming, so...
Scott had never told me, and maybe he did, and I just conveniently forgot, Terry. He never told me that they met.
That's how they met.
As the beginnings of it was that she was an emailer from listening to the program, Terry. I never knew that. That is, well, it's a lot of things. But they're very happy and look like an unbelievable couple, Terry. So who's to say? All right?
I got you.
It was fate.
I was about to step up on the, what do you call it, the podium there, the big riser there,
altar.
The altar, sure, and say, Scott, you're supposed to be bagging these women. Not up here. Get the hell down. But
you refrained.
She is an atypical emailer, I guess. I don't know. I guess they come in all varieties, Terry.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And we've seen all varieties over the years.
I was just told from a very early age, Terry, and I didn't get involved in radio at a very early age, but when I interned in college, one of the first things they said through the door, the first thing, I think it was a sign on the door, actually, when I walked into a radio station for the very first time, Terry, when I was an intern, as I said, in between my sophomore and junior year of college, was the first time I ever got involved with a radio station, and they told me immediately, number one commandment, thou shalt not marry thy listener. I said, all right, I think I can handle that.
I can deal with it. No problem.
But you want to, commandment number 2, you want to hook up.
As much as possible.
As much as possible.
Right.
But this story gives emailers hope. I mean, keep emailing.
Well.
Whoa, Stephen.
I haven't gotten one in years, but.
Yes.
Keep emailing Dirty Harry. One day he's going to come around and marry you.
It's giving you hope. Anyhow, speaking of hooking up.
It's pasty.
I hit the wrong microphone. Every once in a while, I should turn on his microphone and find out what's going on in there when he's not suspecting a turn. Right. But I was meaning to turn on Vinnie Le Pooh's microphone because, speaking of hooking up, he told me during the break that the girl, how old was she? Like 19?
That's right.
On Friday. Yeah.
The woman that came down here to try out for America's Next Top Model, Terry.
Yes.
That wanted to meet up with Vinnie Le Pooh on Friday night. Didn't show up.
Oh, wow. He got stood up too?
Stood up too.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Like the minutes just kept going.
The minutes kept going.
And she just did not show up.
Did you try and call her?
I did. She didn't even answer the phone.
Oh my gosh!
Now,
come on.
I would be sitting here telling Vinnie Le Pooh, obviously she doesn't really like you that much. Obviously you overestimated on the situation between her interest towards you. But I was there. I was there when she said, "Can you like hook it up for me and that guy? What's his name? Is that Vinnie Le Pooh? Is that the Pooh? His Pooh?"
Wow.
She was like just unbelievably wanting, having to have the Pooh, Terry.
So arrangements were made.
And then she gets her wish. Vinnie Le Pooh comes over, she talks with him. He's actually willing to go out with her, and she doesn't show up?
Not at all.
It's the ultimate burn.
Oh, she didn't show up at all?
Not at
all. I thought she kind of showed up. I thought she threw a thigh in the door. She didn't show up at all, Terry.
Oh, my gosh.
You were supposed to meet at Sport Restaurant and Bar, conveniently located across the street from the Space Needle, and she is not there, but you are all night waiting for her.
Yeah,
that's what you're telling me.
You stood there all night waiting for her.
We were supposed to meet at like 10:45. It got to be 10:45. It was cool. Then it got to be 11. I was like, okay, Then it got to be 11:25.
Right.
Like,
oh my god.
And then it got to be 11:30. I'm like, okay.
What time did you call? You shouldn't have called.
I called.
That just looks ridiculous.
I called at like 11:50.
You're Vinnie Le Pooh. You're the Poohiest Pooh. She's not.
I thought, she was lost or couldn't find parking or something like that. But
lost. It's conveniently located, though.
You can't say you can't find it when it's conveniently located across the street from the Space Needle.
I don't know. It looked like she might have had trouble.
You should have called her at 10:46. Where are you?
You didn't call her drunk and angry, did you? Because that would just be sad.
I didn't really start drinking until after I knew.
So he was waiting to be sober so that he could be a gentleman and all that?
Actually,
wait, who's on the hotline? He's not. What is he calling from Hawaii?
Just calling from Hawaii.
It's like, yeah, 10 minutes over.
Oh, jeez. That was quick.
Good morning, Scott.
Hello.
Wow.
How's the newly married man feeling this morning?
Do what now?
How you feeling there, kid?
Can I just clarify something really quick?
Uh-oh.
All right.
Okay, first of all, she never emailed me. Her friend emailed me. Her friend was the listener that set the whole thing up.
Oh.
because I too know when I learned at the Mighty Bellevue Community College that you don't marry the listener.
Oh, jeez. I'm glad you're listening on shortwave from Honolulu this morning, and you felt the need to clarify.
I'm listening on a honey baked ham radio.
Oh, jeez. All right, so let's see if we got this straight. She heard the show and was
a friend of
hers. No, I'm starting from the beginning.
Oh,
don't think I don't understand. I'm taking it all in, and I'm just paraphrasing and making sure it's all understood.
Okay.
She must have been listening though, and was intrigued by Scott's voice, and told her friend, for some reason feel a connection to this guy, and then her friend decided to email Hotshot. Is that right or wrong?
Her friend emailed me because Megan just moved back was going to move back from Boston. Said I have this single friend who's moving back.
So Megan hadn't even moved back yet when the friend emailed you.
Right, and then
so Megan could have come back and said, "What are you doing? This guy's voice is obnoxious. I despise this guy. What are you doing, emailing him, telling him about me?"
And lucky for me, she didn't.
Oh, lucky for him.
Oh no!
So he got it all wrong then on Saturday night.
I'm only going on what the priest said.
Well, I gave the priest.
The priest is the word of the Lord. I mean, his
Lamb of God has blessed him.
I don't care what your variation of the story is. He put it on record.
Did you notice when he mentioned the word Team Man, the holy water bubbled?
Oh. Now,
I thought I saw a black plume of smoke.
I was prepared for a tidal wave. Anyhow. All right, so let me see if I understand this correct again. Now, tell me how the course of events went. She was coming back from school, and what happened?
And her friend said, "Hey, I have a friend coming back." Because we were talking on the air one day how I was single. I don't know why, because I wasn't. And her friend said, "Hey, I had this friend coming back from Boston who's really nice.
But you're single to your
married. You guys would be perfect."
Mm-hmm.
And so she emailed me and kind of set it up that way. Because Megan's not really the one to just email strangers. Right. You haven't noticed.
But Megan is the one to be listening to me talking about this morning going, "You better call it right away and correct it."
Wow.
Well, then why didn't the priest know the story?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you listen to the speech of the maid of honor, she kind of said she was the one that set the whole thing up.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't listening to this.
I recall that.
Yeah.
And then the priest, I don't know, he should take better notes or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
He should have listened to you guys,
yeah,
maybe.
he should have.
When he called you Roger, that was a little troubling, too.
It was a fascinating night.
Yeah.
Fascinating in a good way, or?
Fascinating in a great way. The highlight, of course, was my one-on-one grind-it-out dance with the hotshot, a mom.
Oh, yeah?
I've been trying for hours to block that out of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start therapy when I get back.
Genitals pressed up against one another, Terry.
Wow, really?
Me and Hotshot's, what, 60, 50-year-old mom, what?
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah.
Possibly, that is possibly Hotshot Mom's first stimulation in 6 years.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
And one she'll never forget.
She's got the moves, though. Big night for her.
It was hot.
So nobody got any sort of bowel problems or salmonella from the food that I know of?
Oh, jeez.
No, it was great.
Yes.
A lovely affair all around.
Very beautiful.
And I'm still seeing her as a listener. I never knew about this dude. I mean, technically, she still is.
Well, he could defend that and say no because he didn't listen. She didn't know about the show because she was in Boston. The friend is the listener.
Right. What was the friend's motivation in all this? Was she trying in a way to hook herself up, ran a roundabout fashion, but didn't have the guts to admit it?
I don't know. Did you ever date the friend?
Piece of Scott.
Is the friend still hoping to parlay this into you and her, or what? I'm trying to figure out the friend's deal here.
The friend is now engaged, and I'll be going to her wedding on a holiday weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, holiday weekend.
I'm sure you'll be doing a lot of holiday weekends with a friend over the years.
Oh, Pasty's in Hawaii.
I know. Jeez, Pasty.
And I'd like to thank Pacey for his date not showing up. That was very thoughtful. Thank you so much.
He ate the food, okay? It did not go to waste.
Okay, good.
Wow, you're going to get on him as hard a time as he had knowing his date didn't show up? You're getting on him now? About that?
He had a hard time?
Well, I mean, having to sit there telling everyone his date didn't show up to a wedding has got to be embarrassing enough now to get on him because, what, some food was wasted?
Well, and he felt bad.
He's just a friend. It's not serious. Big deal.
And now you're going to yell at him because he didn't bring a gift? I mean, it's just all downhill.
Jeez, that's crazy.
When do you go to Hawaii?
In like an hour.
Ah.
Oh, fun.
Glad you got this call in under the wire.
I was just trying to go get some coffee, and this is what I have to hear. My wife's now a hoochie. That's good to know.
Yeah.
How is Mrs. Soden?
Didn't say she was
I
a
don't know. I
hoochie.
haven't seen her in a while.
Oh, okay.
She went to Las Vegas.
I knew we should have talked about this tomorrow.
At the courthouse, trying to figure out the steps to put in play to get this damn thing annulled, Terry.
Right.
All right.
You have 48 hours to annul it, I was told.
Okay. Well, you're past the window then.
He checked into it. That's scary.
All right, very good. Hang on a second. I'm going to ask him a question off the air, Terry.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I want to find out more about this Friday night situation for you, Vinnie Le Pooh.
All right.
All right? I want that girl's number.
Okay. I can give it to you.
This is ridiculous.
Everybody's getting stood up.
And we have girls waiting outside this morning, Terry, to try and be the ones to be America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
Now, here's the situation with that. I'm having modeling agencies emailing and calling the station, asking if we can see their girls in like one big slew of a walkthrough. And you know what? I don't need modeling agencies calling up trying to get in the mix this way.
Yeah, that's...
All right, this is your job to get your girls on America's Next Top Models, not mine.
Right.
We already have a modeling agency. Pasty's the boss.
That's right.
And he's a fine boss.
We've had how many? 2 or 3 modeling agencies call us.
At least.
T-Man, I'm hearing that you're doing this deal getting one woman on America's Next Top Model. Can you see our girls? No, I can't see your girls. That's not how we're doing this.
Right.
Am I stupid? I have no time to see a whole flock of modeling agency stable of girls, Terry.
Right.
But come down at 11.
Although, looking at the girls' pictures that Pasty had come down this morning,
Yeah?
I don't even know why they're wasting their time.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I mean, maybe they'll look good in person, but this girl, what? This girl is outside, the one standing next to the Mustang here? The Mustang has a better chance of being America's Next Top Model, Terry.
Oh, no.
Maybe getting stood up has clouded his vision.
Oh, no, in a miniskirt next to a Mustang looking mediocre.
Well.
And this one with the pointy head.
Oh, my God. That's nice. I'm sure
She's tall, she's thin, she's 5'9".
Yes.
She's 26 years old, but she's got a pointy head, Terry. That just pretty much ends it right there. You can't be America's Next Top Model with a triangle head.
No, you can't. That's true.
So I'm getting a little worried that maybe the ones Pasty's bringing down here is not going to get me to the point where I need to be. Now, the woman who came down the other day, even though she's not the slam dunk winner where I say stop the presses, we don't need to see anyone else, she looks good on the front page of the tmanshow.com this morning.
Huh?
We finally, I was wondering when you were going to get a picture of, because I was getting emails all weekend saying, where's Trina? Is that her name? Because I got a lot of emails saying, where's Trina's picture? Is that the girl who's now on the front page?
Yes, that's Trina.
All right, finally.
What?
Dudes wanted to see Trina bad. They must have heard something in Trina they were dying to see.
I'm pleasantly surprised, I'm sure.
And she's the one on the front page of the tmanshow.com right now, right?
Correct.
All right.
Well, good.
Well, she's
Very
at
cute.
least a woman that makes some sense.
Okay.
Not like triangle head outside.
Triangle head up. That's great.
There's no triangles on Trina.
Boy.
Now, maybe she'll come in and she won't have a triangle head, Terry. But at least in this picture, she has selected one with a triangle head.
Be a cowbell head.
So,
That's not good. You have to be able to be...
although I'm telling these modeling agencies in town here to stop emailing and stop calling, that doesn't mean I don't want individuals out there to stop emailing and stop calling, because I don't know.
Right, you still haven't found that right person.
I don't know who I'm submitting yet to the casting directors of America's Next Top Model. I have not a clue.
Right.
I just know I'm not in this to deal with casting directors, the way they go about. I don't want to have to interact with those people.
Right.
I wouldn't mind seeing the models.
Sure. Without the agency behind
I know what they're expecting. They're expected to come in here. Oh, isn't she hot? Get the out of my face.
Right.
They can all stay downstairs.
Right. But we'll, I guess, have to see the women that have come down this morning.
Oh, good.
Mustang, Stander, and Triangle Head will be in
Shortly?
Yes.
Oh, good.
The T-Man.
You better work.
Terry,
Yes, Tina.
I got a job to do, Terry.
I know you do.
I accepted it.
You did.
We're on the path.
We
But I'm a little concerned about taking baby steps as opposed to big strides to getting to the place I need to be as far as being prepared to hand over a woman in this area to the casting directors of America's Next Top Model Season 6.
Okay.
But look at some of these pictures I have here.
Yeah.
Are you looking at some of the latest, Terry?
I see.
Obviously, amongst these pictures you're looking at, America's Top Model, Next Top Model shouldn't be that hard to find, right or wrong?
Right.
All right?
Gotcha.
Even you got to admit that.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But this isn't what's out in the green room, at least today.
Oh, I thought...
Out in the green room today, you have this picture here, which is by no means anything to scoff at necessarily, Terry.
No, but...
She's tall, she's lanky, she's got a triangle head.
Yes. I thought you were joking when you said triangle head, but...
Great body.
Beautiful body.
But you have to have more than a great body to be America's Next Top Model, right or wrong?
Correct.
And not to say her face is bad, but it's in the shape of a triangle.
Oh. Correct.
Wow. And now, also waiting to come in this morning, there's a girl standing by her Mustang.
Whoa. Mm-hmm.
Pretty.
Very pretty. Yeah.
Let's see what her email said.
She's not standing by Pasty's Mustang, is she?
No.
I'm just pretty sure. Let me check that again, now that you mention it. Oh, yeah, look at all those cigarette butts. I'm just pretty sure that through the door amongst those two ladies who are waiting outside is not going to be America's Next Top Model, at least not the one we submit. We've already seen better.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering why the time should be wasted in here. When I got, like, Summer Jam tickets to give away like, Summer Jam tickets to give away. There are important things to do around here.
There are, yes.
Can't think of a damn thing because I'm giving away Summer Jam tickets, but still. And I'm noticing, Pasty.
Well, maybe they'll surprise you coming in. Who knows?
The one who, wait a minute. Yes. The one who has the triangle head, I guess, is the one who wrote this email. She wrote a very scathing email to Pasty saying, "What's the deal? What's the deal down there? Why haven't you guys called me back yet?"
Whoa. Oh, wow. Jeez.
You can tell I'm a diva in these photos, and I have what it takes to be America's Next Top Model, so put me on.
Whoa.
Well, maybe they got Pasty's attention, and he didn't like being yelled at through email.
Yeah, that's not...
That he called her up, and she got down here quicker than anyone else. Do you just wither when you're being yelled at through email? Is that what's going on?
Oh, no, there's tons of people.
Because I'm looking at these pictures of women who have emailed, and they're not in the green room. And then I'm looking at that email of someone who yelled at you with a triangle head, and she's outside. You want to explain that?
There's a ton of beautiful women that we've been trying to get in touch with.
But you haven't been able to get in sync with them.
Exactly. Like
but
a lot
the one
of
who
them
screamed at you, you were able to get quickly in sync with her.
Exactly. She answered on the first ring, no problem.
Yeah. And I'm sure it is a
Pasty doesn't wait 2 rings, Terry. By the second ring, he's moved on to another emailer.
Right.
I don't know.
And it is all about scheduling. Maybe the schedules of the other ladies.
Is it really? Is that what it's all about, Terry? About scheduling?
Yeah, I got to make sure that they're available.
I don't know if that's right.
Oh, okay.
I think it should be more than about the convenience in scheduling, Terry.
Well,
he said some of them don't even give contact information.
Well, that's not
That's
good.
not good. Not a good start.
No.
Yeah, if you're emailing expecting to be America's Next Top Model and come down here, but you haven't given us any way to contact you, it's going to be a little tough.
Yes, it will.
But some people don't think that whole process through, Terry. They get all excited about sending their picture.
And then forget everything else.
And then forget everything else.
Wow.
I don't know.
Send contact information.
I think it's a little too focused on the convenience in scheduling and not realizing that, yes, it was convenient in their scheduling, but have they wasted our time?
Ooh.
Not to be rude around here, but I have no choice but to be rude at this point.
Wow.
I just don't see Triangle Head being submitted to the casting directors.
Oh, wow. Maybe that was just a bad photo.
Oh, jeez.
Pasty has some triangle fetish.
Yeah. Trying to help you out here, Pasty.
Now, Vinnie Le Pooh, of course, went outside to scope these women out. He has learned quickly, under my tutelage, Terry.
Yes.
The operative syllable there will be tutelage. Yeah, right.
Tutelage?
Yes. Now, Terry seems to want to keep the option available that the picture is just at a bad angle. Maybe the shadows were caught in a weird set of circumstances whereby she doesn't have a triangle head. When you went outside to look at triangle head, was it in fact triangle head, yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
Wow,
we have a yes.
The picture was not lying.
It's hard to lie.
Pictures never lie.
Oh, geez.
I try and give the benefit of the doubt, you know?
Is she pretty?
Oh, yeah. No, she looks good. The head is just a little shaped. Triangularly.
Yes. Is she America's Next Top Model?
I don't believe so.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
If you saw her in a club, would you be like...
I think I would, yes.
Parting the Red Sea to get to her or what?
Yes.
You would?
Yes. But I couldn't see her on TV walking runways and... No, not all that.
But she is tall.
Yes.
But you don't even notice the height when you're dealing with the triangle head walking down the runway.
It's too much to look at.
You got it.
It's too much to look at.
So why are you saying
at.
in the club you're attracted and you're making the move over to triangle head, but on the catwalk, on the
she looks good.
on
She's
the
just
runway, you're not
tall.
doing that?
She looks tall, and then I don't know. I can't see her being an American. Like, I'm sure there's got to be women hotter than that.
I mean, you see these pictures here.
I see all of these pictures here. There's like all of that. Like,
okay, all right. Anyway,
and
she answered the phone on the first ring.
Yeah, and her schedule was open.
That's right.
All right. Well, maybe there's going to be something that completely changes our opinion. It's not
that could be.
I'm sure she's a lovely woman.
I'm sure she is.
Yes. She'll be America's Next Top Model citizen.
Okay.
As opposed to the 19-year-old who stood up, Vinnie Le Pooh, and still has no answers.
Still waiting on a call.
You know, it's really frustrating when you know you're the one that's big time. Hey, Vinnie Le Pooh, is as big time as it gets right now?
Yes.
I mean, not easy to become the Poohiest Pooh.
No, it's not.
I mean, I remember watching the whole reality show on him being knighted Poohiest Pooh. It was a big moment for him.
Yeah.
You know you're the one who's big time. You know you're the one, like, basically, in effect, doing her a favor.
Sure.
And then she doesn't show up and then doesn't return your calls. How frustrating is that?
I was pretty mad. Like, seriously.
It makes you feel like a loser, doesn't it?
Like, why did I even accept to come out here in the first place?
Right.
How many messages have you left now?
I left I left one tonight. I didn't call her after that. Cause
I hope you didn't. I don't even think you should have called her that one time. That makes it like capital L on the loser feeling that you must have had. Why'd you call her? You really thought she got lost?
I did. I was like, well, maybe she wouldn't just...
She had your number, right? She could call you if she was lost.
Number, yeah.
And she could call 411 and ask for sport.
I think it was
just Space Needle.
Bad.
Just frustrated. You never got an answer.
Not one.
And you haven't...
Pretty funny.
Where's her number?
That is unbelievable. I have
Let someone
to say.
write it down for me. I want to find out why she didn't show up, Terry. That's just wrong.
That is. I totally agree with you on that. Because women, when it happens to a woman, oh my gosh, you know, we go crazy. So, and like you said, you were there. You witnessed that she was totally into Vinnie the Pooh.
What's her name?
Kim. I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah, sure.
It's too late to try to salvage this.
Oh, but I hooked up with 3 other girls that night.
You knew her name. You didn't have to think about it for a second. And she stood you up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It hurts.
I'll try to act cool now. I think about her name. I can't remember.
It hurts.
Hello?
Hey, is this Kim?
Yeah.
How you doing? It's T-Man. You're on the air.
Hello?
You're on the air, Kim.
How? Why?
Because wasn't it just a couple of days ago you came down here to try to become America's Next Top Model, and you had this overwhelming desire to meet Vinnie Le Pooh and set something up with Vinnie Le Pooh, and then you don't show up on your night out with Vinnie Le Pooh? You want to explain that?
No answers. Oh.
She hung up.
There she goes.
Oh.
I see it.
Well, she doesn't get away that easy.
Oh, no. Kim, we have your number.
I'll start stalking her on behalf of Vinnie the Pooh if I have to.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Right. She's panicking right now. You know that, right?
She's quickly trying to...
She was another one, Terry.
Yes.
Who was pretty, but definitely not needing to be here to try out for America's Next Top Model. All right? I'll be very honest.
Okay.
All right?
I gotcha.
And Vinnie the Pooh was the one who was doing her a favor.
Yes.
Trying to help her out.
Help her out by meeting her out, sexing her up, Terry, and then she doesn't show up. And she thinks she can get away with that.
Hell no.
guarantee you all we're going to do now is find out what her voicemail sounds like because she's not picking up.
Oh, I know.
Calling Kim.
I'm going to call her all morning if I have to.
Oh, my God.
Until I get an answer. I want an answer. Just give me an answer.
Right.
Why didn't you show up?
Right. Out of.
You can only imagine how personally I took it when I got stood up, Terry. And I've been stood up, Terry, before.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hey, why'd you hang up?
Because I don't want to talk.
Well, Vinnie Le Pooh was sitting there on Friday night for 16 hours in a row waiting for you, downing cocktail after cocktail, and you didn't show up or call. You want to explain that or no? Hello?
Did she hang up again?
Yes, she did.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Biatch.
Uh-oh.
All right, you answer this. You speak this time, Vinnie Le Pooh.
But baby, I love you. Calling biatch.
Now let me talk.
Okay.
Now we'll hear a voicemail, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know why she picked up the second time. I'll call her all week if I have to, Terry.
I know.
Until she talks to us.
I know you will.
You don't stand up Vinnie Le Pooh and get away with it.
No.
Not on my time.
Nope. Not under your watch.
Oh, dear.
Hey, guys.
She sounds all cheery and friendly on her voicemail, not the hungover sound that we're hearing when she actually picks up the phone this morning.
Right.
Why'd she say, hey, guys, on her cell phone?
She went out with someone.
I know.
It sounds like over the weekend.
Not Vinny.
She didn't go out with you.
I know it hurts. I was like, well, whatever. Sat there and drank the rest of the night.
Well, I mean, not much else you can do.
Nothing at all I could do.
You know?
Wasn't she bringing a fat friend, too, or something like
Wow,
that?
the fat friend.
She was bringing a fat friend. I forgot.
Man. Why'd she even have to start the whole thing, Terry?
Right.
Why? We didn't ask. Vinnie Le Pooh didn't ask to go out with her. He wasn't the one trying to set it up.
Right.
She was the one, in a desperate fashion, who was, like, whispering to people who were around her when she was in the station that morning, can you introduce me to that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd she have to bother?
Pretty cowardly not to answer now and answer to this. Just say you don't like the guy.
Yeah! Say something!
Yeah,
plain and simple.
Speak!
Gotta keep calling her. If you don't, the terrorists win.
Terrorists win.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Recalling biatch. Maybe offer her summer jam tickets.
She'll answer right away.
There you go. I'll just bribe her to answer the phone and at least speak. I'll give her 4 summer jam tickets.
Oh, wow.
And she'll just
4?
answer the phone and answer my questions.
Hey, guys.
Okay, so 4 are on the line.
Yes. What are you telling me? How far behind are we?
Very.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Let me just try one more time. Give me a little dialing music. Maybe that'll make her feel more comfortable, Steven. Is that all right?
No problem.
Okay.
Nice, calm, soothing moment.
Yes. Everyone's feeling in a very compassionate and understanding kind of mood, Terry.
Yes.
And we're offering you 4 summer jam tickets.
4.
It's pretty nice. It's a
Yeah, it
big
is.
time offer.
It is. Huge.
Just answer your phone and answer a minimum of 3 questions.
Right, yeah, you can't just answer the phone.
You have at least 3 questions, and after you answer 3 questions, 4 summer jam tickets will be yours.
Very nice.
What are we doing, Steven?
Well, T-Man, I believe we're calling Kim. The biatch. Biatch.
Hey, guys.
Oh, God.
See, now she's got her phone off.
Well, no summer jam tickets for
That's
you.
it. Pooh, we're going to her house later.
Oh, what?
Let's do it. We can get it.
You know where she lives? We'll find out.
She said, I think I know kind of where she lives, yeah.
We'll
She
find
gave me
it.
an area.
Yeah, that's what I need to do with my day today.
Yeah. What are you doing
You're
today?
right. I mean, I'm not quite that lazy that I can't keep calling her for a couple of times until,
Right.
until I forget about it, Terry. Which will
Right.
probably be in the next segment. But I don't think I'm going to her house. Okay. All right.
I'm down for whatever. I don't care.
Would be kind of fun.
I'll send you a show better.
To be a stalker for a day.
Hiding in her bushes until she comes outside.
Hey, why won't you show up?
Why didn't you meet me?
That would freak her out.
You're the one who wanted to meet me.
That's what she gets.
Damn it.
It's just really, it makes you feel really lame when it's almost, in a sense, trying to do someone a favor and then they don't show up, Terry. I can understand the way you must be feeling.
Like, it's be different if I
feel like I'm feeling it too. Do you feel the emotion in me right now?
I feel it.
I feel like I was stood up, Terry.
Well, it's very rude and uncaring, unsensitive.
Well, to not even call back even the next day and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, was that last night?"
Right.
Or something.
Make some lame excuse.
It's not even that. It's almost like the Pooh is making her charity. It's like sending a check to charity, and they're like sending it back.
Yeah.
Saying, we don't want your money, we don't want to take your calls. But I want to give to the American Heart Association. No, leave us alone.
Yeah, after they begged for the money.
It doesn't make sense.
It just doesn't make sense. No. And that's when you need answers. When something doesn't make sense, it drives you crazy.
Right.
I got to take a break because I'm this close to crazy, Terry. Oh, wait a minute. I passed crazy years ago. What am I talking about?
The T-Man.
Tom, most of
You better work.
As I started the last segment, Terry, and then got sidetracked with Vinnie Le Pooh's date.
Yes.
We have work to do here, Terry.
We do.
I have taken on a responsibility to hand over one of the people who are going to represent the program America's Next Top Model.
Right.
In season 6, and I'm taking it very seriously, but I'm getting to the point where confusion is starting to set in, Terry. Okay. Confusion is certainly the understatement of the day as to where I'm going to go, as far as who I'm going to select as the representative to lay into the laps of the casting directors.
Right, right.
Now, I have Summer Jam tickets to give away. I'm going to give those away in a couple of seconds. Don't think I forgot about that.
All right.
I have ladies waiting outside that have been outside for over an hour now. I got more coming this morning, Terry. Jeez. And the ones who are outside are very, very fascinating to me in that they are assuming that we're going to stop the proceedings as soon as they walk through the door, and I don't know what should make them think that, Terry. Yes, I know they've gone to clubs for many a weekend and have been told how hot they are, and that is the case. Mm-hmm. But does that make you America's Next Top Model?
No,
I don't think so.
Right, right.
Anybody's hot in a club when you're trying to get something.
Okay.
Now, we've gotten some text pages that are suggesting that maybe Vinnie Le Pooh ruined any chances he had of that girl showing up on Friday night when, I don't remember this happening, by the way. Did you talk about on the air last week of how you were going to have sex with her before the date even happened? Is that something you did? Do you remember that? Was there any reference to that whatsoever?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
I really don't remember that.
Okay, good answer. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't
good answer. Let's start with, which one is claiming she got to leave? Let's try to bring them both in this segment. See them both. The one who's standing by the Mustang and the one with the triangle head, Terry.
Okay.
Bring in the Mustang stander first. Mustang stander first. That would be Natasha. Natasha is 19, Terry. Has a boyfriend. Not working. And has been going to Canada quite often to drink. Yes. Her legs are her best feature. Yeah. Oh, sure. Okay, that's two things. Okay, here she comes. Oh, she's wearing nothing. Yes.
Wearing nothing?
Wearing.
Definitely not making the mistake that the last person who said her legs were her best feature that came in here, she was wearing jeans. You're basically wearing your drawers. And that's terrific. Thanks for being here. And thanks for the picture of you standing by the Mustang. It's certainly,
not a Mustang.
Whatever it is. It looks like a Mustang to me. What is it?
It's a 240S.
Okay. It's a big difference. So now I got to make sure that I completely change my opinion on
now she's
what
big time.
what I was thinking before.
Right.
She's totally big time. Natasha, tell us about yourself in 3 seconds or less. Go ahead.
I am...
Thanks for being here. Don't call us. Natasha, I know you've gotten a lot of looks through your 19 years of living. You're a very pretty girl. There's no doubt about it. When you cross the border in Canada and go get your drink on, I'm sure you're making a lot of those Canadians very happy.
Oui.
Yes. Oh, she's so
I'm so French.
Terry. What bars do you go up to in Vancouver that just are lucky to be...
Cruise the streets of Granville.
And the drinking age is still 18 in Canada?
19.
It's 19 in Canada. And you've been going up there on a lot of weekends and maybe even weekdays because you're not working?
Oh, no. Just a few weekends.
Okay, you're tall, you got a nice body. There's no doubt about it. How tall are you?
I am about 5'9".
5'9".
Wow.
But still growing.
Hopefully. I want to get to about 5'10", 5'11".
Yes, 5'10", 5'11" would be the nice level-off point for you as far as you're concerned. And you think... I can't find your email, which one you sent in originally. All I have is the picture here by the Mustang. Oh, I'm sorry. It's
not a Mustang.
And you were pretty confident that you'd be the one that we would select as America's Next Top Model?
Ooh, I didn't know what to expect. I don't know all the other girls out there. You know?
Oh, you're blonde with the blue eyes.
Hazel.
Very nice skin, Terry.
She
got
does,
very nice
yes.
skin. Skin's very important when you're talking about a model, when you're talking about being on the cover or inside of many magazines.
Right.
Skin is a very, very, very important factor, and you certainly hold your end of the bargain there. But just the overall of, are you the slam dunk America's Next Top Model? Where do you think you reside as far as that discussion?
Oh, I don't have doubts about myself. I know I'm not ugly.
Yeah.
But I know. I mean, I know.
So
there's
anyone who's not ugly
I know
should
there's
be-
beautiful girls out there,
Yes.
and you know,
And
it's
you're amongst
competition.
them. And you're amongst them. But are you exceeding the best of those girls? Of that crop, are you one of the ones who just slices through the competition and soars to the top of the heap?
If I put my head to it, I.
Oh, it's all about putting your mind to it.
Really? Wow.
Well, those girls
if I put my head to it, then maybe I have a
hours
chance.
working out, eating right, you know, and I
So
am
you
a
don't.
McDonald's fiend.
Okay, so you don't worry about that aspect of your life. So you're saying if we gave you some time to cut out the McDonald's and start working out, then we'd see. I don't see your body as a problem. Not that I'm saying your face is a problem. I'm just saying the over. Let me just show you a couple of pictures here. You tell me. You tell me. These are some women who have applied to come down that apparently aren't answering their phone on the first ring. You tell me if you. Every time I hand you a picture, you tell me if you beat them, if you tie them, or if you lose to them. As far as, look, her hand is already out, Terry.
I know. She's anticipating this.
About being America's Next Top Model, okay? And this is a woman actually scheduled to come down later today. Is that right, Pasty? This is a woman who's coming down on the same day as you.
Oh.
Do you, I'm about to hand you this picture, do you beat this woman? Do you tie this woman?
Nice.
Do you lose to this woman? Here you go. Take a look.
Lose.
You lose?
Oh. That girl's pretty.
She's admitting.
She's already admitting defeat.
She's like, lose.
That girl's really.
She's like, all right, team member, will you show me to my car?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you validate parking around here?
That's your
Wow, I thought you put up a little bit of a fight.
I know.
No, that
What
girl.
happened to
She
the-
looks like that Adrian Victoria's Secret model girl.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Well, here's another picture of her. She sent in 2 pictures. You only sent in 1 by a Mustang.
Oh no, I win.
You win now?
The same girl.
The same girl.
Yeah, but this one, her face is all down. You got the makeup and the lips are all open and big. But this one,
All right, so we'll call that one a tie. We'll call that one a tie.
I don't know.
All right,
about
here's
that.
another candidate who's scheduled, hopefully, to come in sometime this week. Where do you go? All right. You win, you tie,
all right.
or do you lose?
She's cute.
Win, tie, or lose?
Tie.
Tie. You tie that girl? You really think you tie that girl? Now, again, you're very pretty, but do you really tie that girl?
No, I win.
Oh,
you win.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, makeup can do a lot.
So you're prettier than that girl. You're more you're more the America's Next Top Model candidate than that girl.
Well, I mean, she's got an ass, and I don't have that good of an ass, but like,
And you just think that could be overlooked, or?
yeah, that could be editing.
And your face? You think your face is prettier than that girl? That girl has a very pretty face.
She does have a very.
She has an
pretty face.
extraordinarily pretty face. Now, your face is pretty. Would you say it's extraordinarily pretty, yes or no?
I don't know. I don't judge myself.
Well,
I
that's
don't
what
know.
this
You know
is.
what? Tie. I leave it at a tie.
That's what this is kind of
Tie.
about.
Tie.
Okay, this is kind of about looking in the mirror, judging yourself, and then deciding whether to send in an email and applying to become the one we submit. The one! Keep in mind, the one.
The one.
We submit as America's Next Top Model.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of got the attitude. I like the attitude.
Yeah, she does.
Kinda got that.
She's kind of sassy there a
She
little
has
bit, huh?
obviously been watching Paris Hilton and
Yeah.
has that kind of persona a little bit nailed down. Are you a fan of Paris Hilton, or do you?
I love Paris Hilton. Oh, might I say I love Mary-Kate and Ashley too. Just to add in.
So you've rolled yourself, to some degree, you've modeled yourself after a combination of Mary-Kate and Ashley and Paris Hilton, and you're going with it. And you're going with it. It's working a little bit the more I sit around her, Terry.
And talk to her and
she's
get to
kind
know
of
her
like
a little bit.
aloof. She's
Yeah.
just a little bit ditzy enough,
Right.
but not dumb.
Right.
You're not dumb.
Right.
Oh, I'm not dumb.
Here's another picture. You tell me
Okay.
if you beat, tie, or lose. You beat her?
Beat her. She's got a lazy eye.
Oh, jeez.
She's got a
Let me see
lazy
that
eye.
picture. Let me see the lazy eye.
She's
you're
kind of
talking
beefy
about.
too.
Beefy.
Not in the waist, but maybe.
Do you see a lazy eye there,
Hold on.
Terry?
The left one. The left one.
Don't see a lazy eye.
It's not lazy as in the eye. It's just kind of slanted downwards.
How about it's the angle of her head?
Here's another one of the Asian persuasion. Do you beat, tie, or lose to this potential candidate?
I beat.
You beat her?
Let
You
me see
beat
the
her.
one you beat.
This one.
Terry, I was dying to beat her all weekend.
I'm sure you were.
When I looked at that picture. But you're
Wow.
telling me now, as pretty as Natasha may be sitting
Yes,
here, does
yes.
she beat, tie, or lose to that woman, Terry?
I think if anything...
Now, that may not be your type, because she's more on the slutty side.
Right,
So that's
right.
why I'm loving her.
Right.
But
I think that as far as if I don't look at the slutty side of her, I think that she at least ties. I don't think
Really?
she beats.
Ties.
But
Well,
I think she at least ties.
Wow.
First of all,
I think a tie is a
first of
nice
all-
compliment from Terry Free saying you tie that
Really?
picture. Yes.
Why, thank you.
Oh, jeez. But tying is not what we're all about
I
here.
know, we're about beating.
We're about
But
beating, baby.
how tall
That's
was
what
that
we're
girl?
about here. I want
How
you.
tall was that
I want to make sure you. I haven't met her yet. I want to make sure you understand. I don't remember what her email was. I just want to make sure you understand what we're about here. We're about the beating. Okay, I want you to make sure that's sunken in. What is T-Man about as it
Beating?
pertains to me? Say no. Listen to the whole question. What is the T-Man about as it pertains to me? Say that to yourself and then answer the question. Say it out loud.
What
Is the T-Man about?
What is the T-Man about?
As it pertains to me in my appearance here in the studio.
As it pertains to me and the appearance in the studio?
Yes. Now answer the question.
What does pertain mean?
Okay.
That answered
I
a lot,
already answered the
actually.
question for you. It's about the beating,
The
baby.
beating?
Yes. My relationship with the T-Man is based solely on the beating. Okay, do we understand that?
Mm-hmm.
We all good with that? Yes, baby.
Is she better than Triangle Head? Does she think?
I'm really liking her now, Terry.
I can tell.
I'm going to definitely consider you. Stand up for me. Stand up.
She
Do a little
is very,
walkity
she's
walk.
very tall.
Very tall. She's got a great body,
She
too, Terry.
does, no doubt.
And she's still growing.
And actually, she would work with the whole runway thing, the sample sizes and such.
Vinnie Le Pooh, usually I ask Hot Shot Scott to do this, but he's on his honeyest of moons. Can you please get her on the morning show scale so I can get an... You don't mind getting an official weigh-in here in the studio, do you? No. Okay. Yes. Do you mind us weighing you in?
What's weigh?
Oh, God.
Stop it.
Can you step on the scale?
Take the shoes off.
I won't ask you to define pertain again.
Come on.
Just get on the
We're
scale.
ready.
She's taking off her shoes. She's got big shoes on.
Look at them.
She does.
Yes.
We're ready for her to step on.
Yes.
Hurry up.
All right.
Oh, wait
Take
a
in
minute.
consideration.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yes, without Scott, no one knows how to master the
Now go,
scale.
now go.
Stephen, it's really
Get on.
embarrassing.
Got to step on it first, and then
What do we got?
it shouldn't take that long to dial up.
128.
Oh, it's nice for 5'10".
Even.
You're like 5'10".
Yeah.
You don't look 5'9" to me.
Really? That's
You're at least 5'10".
Last I got measured.
Yes! Okay.
I love the little giggle.
It's got a little giggle, Stephen.
Yeah, she does.
All right, it was nice meeting you. As I said, we'll be in touch. We're going to take some photos of you and throw them up on the intranet if that works with you. You familiar with the intranet?
Yes.
Okay. And we are going to let you know. Who knows? Stranger things have happened, Terry.
Yes, they have.
Maybe she'll be the one we submit as America's next top model.
Very much could be it.
I will even say this. You look better than you look in the picture next to the Mustang.
Oh, thank you. The 240SX.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Love to be the border guy talking to her. So why are you going into Canada? Get drunk. Have a nice time.
What is it all about, Natasha? There's one thing I want you to take out of the studio. I want you to remember the one thing that it's all about here with me in the studio. What is it about, baby?
The beating.
That's right.
The beating.
Yes,
it is about the beating.
It's about the beating.
I know. Yeah.
Now, what do you think of the woman you were sitting out in the green room with, the triangle head? Do you think you beat her, tie, or lose to her?
She's doing her shoe.
Because if you say you beat her, maybe I don't even need to see her, Terry.
You don't even want to meet her?
Triangle head?
Yes. I mean,
Natasha, do you...
sitting here.
I think she's beautiful.
Really?
I do.
Do you think she beats you?
I don't know about that. She's got...
Does she beat you or not?
tie.
She ties you? Well, a tie is like kissing your sister, Terry. A tie is a loss.
Right.
Unless you tell me you beat her, then I will not even consider you, and I will have to meet her and only consider her. Or you can tell me you beat her. What's the deal?
Well, I have to say I beat her.
Well, I don't think you believe it.
No, she definitely doesn't believe it.
In which case, your consideration time that we will spend with...
No, I do believe it.
No, it's too late now.
Okay.
Be honest,
Right, time to
because
go. Time to go. Thanks for being here. Yeah, whatever. Bye.
The T-Man. Bringing the heat. This better work.
Terry, today is Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
By Friday,
Yeah.
I expect to be done with our search.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Because I don't want to belabor this, Terry. I don't want to spend weeks and weeks on this. I don't want to keep doing this all next week. Well, next week we're on vacation. I don't want to keep doing this for weeks and weeks. It's this week. We find someone to submit.
Okay.
And if we don't, we don't.
Yeah. As you said from
I
the
got
beginning.
a lot of pictures here that are very encouraging.
Okay.
Would this girl please answer on the first ring when Paisley calls today?
He will be calling you.
Or this Asian one who's a little more on the slutty side and really not America's Top Model, but I would like her to answer on the first ring, too.
He'd at least like to meet her.
Terry, she needs to be met, Terry. She wants to be America's Next Top Model. She needs to be met. Now, Vinnie Le Pooh is telling me that the woman who we've been calling Triangle Head, Terry, for the weirdest of reasons, I can't figure out why, she is very agitated outside. Apparently she's been getting her cell phone blown up in the green room, and all her friends are saying they're calling you Triangle Head. And
well, how do our friends know which one she is?
Oh, just
Okay.
I think they had no doubts. She is really agitated and may not even want to come in now.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Is that what you got from her, Vinnie Le Pooh, that she may not want to come in now, or she does?
I think she just...
She does want to come in?
She does want to come in to kind of like defend herself. I mean, like,
how do you defend a Triangle Head?
Well, she said, have you seen Tyra Banks? I was like, yeah, but she's made it in the industry, so what? She got a big head.
All right. All right, so she was giving you some of the frustration she was feeling out there. You were the
recipient of
You were the sounding board that she was getting a little bit of the anger out. She was getting phone calls, that's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
And she is aware that we are referring to her as Triangle Head, which may be a little insensitive, Terry, but I don't know her, and I haven't come up with any other nicknames that seem appropriate.
Right.
She's very aware.
Very aware.
All right, let me find a Summer Jam winner, Terry.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, we are just
yeah.
a few days away from Summer Jam.
I know. I can't
Now,
believe
there's
you're all
absolutely no excuse to miss Summer Jam this year. It's going to be beautiful weather.
Yes.
Especially if you didn't go to the anger management concert over the weekend. That was a big-time show from what everyone is saying, Terry. I feel a little upset that I was this close to going to the show, and at the last minute didn't have the energy to get the hell out there. Well, it was because it's just too long a drive. If it was in my backyard, I might have gone.
Right.
But if it was at the Key Arena, I would have gone. Let's be very clear on that. But driving out to the amphitheater Sunday night, I was all ready, and then I was just like, yeah, I can't swing it.
It's like, oh, we got tomorrow off. I can't stay up that late.
And now the reality of it all is that I'm hearing about what a great show it was, and I'm feeling like I missed out. And you're going to be hearing the same thing about Summer Jam. So while you still have time to do something about it, make sure you get tickets. That one I'll be at, Terry.
I know.
Let me find a winner. You're on the air. What are you laughing at? Hello?
Oh, hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
I was calling to try to win some Summer Jam tickets.
Yes.
We actually had to pull over the side of the road because we're heading to work to Alki, and we didn't want to lose you.
Oh.
That was nice of you.
Who's we? Who are you with?
Oh, I'm with my friend Ronnie.
How's Ronnie doing this morning?
She's doing fine.
Yes, you and him, your carpool, she's doing fine?
Yeah.
Ronnie's a she?
That's what she said. She
Yes.
said she's doing fine.
Oh, Ronnie's a she?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Girl Ronnies are good.
Ronnie is short for what?
Veronica.
Veronica. And they call her Ronnie.
How cute.
Yes.
Tender Ronnie. And you guys carpool buddies or what?
Yes, we are.
If you get in traffic jams, do you experiment with each other's bodies or no?
No,
You don't
she's
do
more
that.
like a mother to me.
She's more like a mother to you.
You can still experiment.
I'm sure she's happy to hear that. How much older is she than you?
Oh, probably about 20 years.
20 years older.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Ronnie was willing to pull over so you had a chance of winning Summer Jam tickets.
Yes, because she knows how excited I've been. I have a 13-year-old, and she really wants to go. So
how old are you?
Okay.
I'm 33.
You're 33, and you want to go to Summer Jam with your daughter.
We've been a few years in a row now, so we've loved it every time, but unfortunately I just don't have the funds to be buying a whole lot of tickets for us. So I'm going to take my chance and try to see if you would be kind enough today and let us go.
Well, normally I'd ask her more questions, Sarah, but I don't have the time. I think she's a winner.
Okay. Woo! Congratulations.
You're lucky because
Who
we
is
would have
this
lost
lady
them.
anyway, all right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Congrats.
On.
All right. I'm all worn out from not going to the anger management concert, Terry. I don't have the strength.
To continue on.
What's your name?
My name's Michelle.
Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, congrats.
Do you have a triangle head?
I'm sorry?
Never mind. Michelle, hang on the line.
Thank you.
All right, baby. There she goes. Her and her 13-year-old daughter will be at Summer Jam, Terry.
They'll have a great
It'll
time.
be quite the duo.
Oh, yeah.
33-year-old mom, 13-year-old daughter. I don't know who I'm going to want more. Mm-hmm.
Ronnie, the 50-year-old.
Yes. There's still time for Ronnie, the 50-year-old, to buy her tickets, Terry, so that she doesn't wake up on Sunday morning with all the people coming back from the gorge regretting that she wasn't a part of the Summer Jam experience. That's what it's about, Terry. It's an experience.
That's true.
It's not a concert. Not any old get-together. It's a summertime experience. Whose phone is that?
Not mine.
Whose phone was that? It was what? What did she
It's a
say?
camera.
It was your camera?
Kendall's in timeout over there, by the way.
Yeah, I know she is.
She's been...
Get in the corner.
Yes.
Oh, Vinny loves it.
We put her in the corner about an hour ago.
She's taking pictures of herself in the corner.
That's right.
She's
Trying to
bored.
figure out if she has a triangle head or not. Is that... Well, why was your camera phone ringing? What? Huh? What did she say?
I don't know.
What was that now?
Putting it on because I was going to get it ready for Pasty to go take the pictures of the girl in the triangle head and stuff.
What?
We usually do that during the break, though, right?
And we have a camera for that. We don't need your stupid phone.
No, you guys, no, it was the camera. You guys don't have a camera
Oh,
today.
that wasn't your phone? It was the actual camera?
It was the actual camera,
Oh, I
and the
see.
volume for some reason has been on. Someone
All right.
messed with it.
Whatever.
Anger management.
I got
Gotcha.
it. Back to timeout.
Bye.
All right.
Get back to the couch.
Now, Terry, this
Yes,
woman
sir.
who has the triangle head, or maybe
Yes.
she doesn't, and she wants to dispute this.
She'll dispute
She's
it,
been
I'm
getting
sure.
calls from all her friends. How many calls has she gotten? Did you tell you or no?
She said she was just mainly talking to one friend that was listening to the
She wrote an email saying, I am America's Next Top Model. Put me on. And she puts put me on in all capitals, followed by 4 exclamation points.
Wow.
She was yelling that one.
Yes.
Big time.
You ready to bring in Leah?
I am.
Okay, go bring in Leah, please. Let's find out about Leah. Should I play win, lose, or draw with her again, Terry? That's a new game. Maybe we can play with some of the contestants, or at least for today. They have to look at other contestants' pictures and decide whether they can even beat them. If you can't beat them, then how do you expect to be on America's Next Top Model being selected as the winner? How do you expect that?
Can't.
You should at least beat most of them.
So it's kind of like a trick game in some sense.
Yeah.
I'll know if you're lying, but you better say yes when I ask you if you beat them.
Sure.
Because if you say no, what's the point?
Right.
Why am I screaming so much?
I don't
What
know.
a conundrum for the contestants, though.
Also a very tall woman.
Yeah, she's very tall.
Obviously wants to dispute the notion that she has a triangle head. It's nice to meet you, Leah.
You too.
You look lovely.
Thank you.
As we pointed out, you certainly are the type amongst the many that have come down here that would turn heads on the street, would get all the attention in the club, But does that make you America's Next Top Model? Yes or no? And why?
Yes.
And why is spelled with a J?
Yes, it does. Just for the simple fact that I have the attitude.
Oh, jeez.
I have the diva style. I have the personality.
I do see from your email, you tell us to stop the presses, basically, that we need to end the competition, that you are America's Next Top Model, and then you send a picture with a triangle head. Would you like to explain? Would you like to explain that conundrum, please, to us?
I would like to see this triangle head.
Well, here, I'll show you the picture you sent us.
Give a mirror?
You tell me where the circle is that I'm describing as a triangle.
Oh, this picture.
Shouldn't a head be more of a... you're realizing you sent that picture? Oh, that's my triangle head picture.
Oh, that's right.
You know, my head is not so much a triangle. It's more almond-shaped.
So she's giving her own head a different
triangle-shaped almond hair.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
She's admitting it.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9.5".
You're 5'9.5". And you weigh more than the last 5'10" woman that was in here, to my estimation. So I don't even have to put you on the morning show scale to realize that. You weigh, what would you tell us you weigh? You can, of course, verify this if we sense that you're even lying in any remote fashion.
About 140.
Okay, stop right there. I don't even need to hear the 5.
Anything past 140, you don't need
I want to
hear.
play a game with you, Leah. Since you have made it very clear that we should end the competition, I should now call the casting directors of America's Next Top Model and tell them I'm flying you out, that you need to be on the show. This is my reputation at stake. Since you believe that is all the case, I want to play a game with you called Win, Lose, or Draw.
Woo! Oh.
You have the picture you sent in over there in front of you still, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you some pictures of other women that have emailed us for the same purpose as you, to be considered as America's Next Top Model, and you tell me, in all honesty, I mean, don't lie. Use your most honest part of your inner being and tell me if you beat these women, if you tie these women, or if you lose to these women as potential candidates for America's Next Top Model.
Okay.
And you really be honest here.
Okay.
Because if you're lying, I'm going to know it. Okay. Here's your first picture to give a once-over to there, baby. Do you beat that woman? Do you tie that woman? Do you lose to that woman as far as a candidate as America's Next Top Model? And why?
Would you like a cup?
I think I beat her
because you see how hot that woman is.
You think,
yeah.
though?
No, I beat her because
You have to know you beat her, or you lose to her.
There's no thinking.
Do you
No.
know you beat her?
I
or do you
know,
lose to her?
I know,
Terry,
I
handed
beat
a picture.
her.
I
You did.
handed her a picture of one of the hottest women as far as pictures that we got.
I see.
One of the hottest, not
Yeah.
the hottest, maybe not the hottest, but one of the hottest.
Right, right.
And you're telling me that you're hotter, you're more America's Next Top Model than her. Now tell me why.
why?
Yeah.
She
No,
looks
not why.
why?
Yes, tell me
She
why.
looks too made up to me.
Well, but that's what they do in modeling.
Yeah,
they make you up.
That's what they do, but they also start from.
All right, tell me what you
A
see.
blank
Describe
canvas.
that woman to me.
I mean, I see a pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
I see a pretty girl, but I don't see America's Next Top Model. She looks short. You know, she looks ill proportioned. Her like round bottom. You know, I mean, she has no top to even out her shape.
Does she look more Puerto Rican, half black? Well, how do you size her up there as far as her ethnicity? She looks more black than Puerto Rican, right?
She kind of looks like a made-up Filipino.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, where the heck did you
I
get
don't see
that
how you see
one?
Filipino.
Yeah, I don't
She
All right,
doesn't. She doesn't look black to me. What is she?
I don't know. I haven't met her yet.
Oh, okay.
I've met you.
Yeah, this is
Well,
where we are now.
we
This is
know
where
what
we
I
are.
am. We know what I
Okay,
am.
now I'm going to hand you a picture of an Asian woman. There's no denying that she's Asian. I don't think we'll have any disputes over this. She has a belt over her breast.
Yes, she does.
Yes. And looking really hot to me.
Her pants aren't that high, though, are they?
I'm really expecting her to pick up with the first ring when Pasty calls her later today.
Well, I run a business too.
Now,
so
you tell me. You're a businesswoman?
Mhm.
What is your business?
I have a house cleaning company.
So that's why you picked up on the first ring when Pasty called?
You never know who it could be.
Lucky us. All right. You tell me, if you beat this woman, if you tie this woman, or if you lose to this woman as far as the objective you're here for. There's the picture.
Oh, this is porn.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but that's not
what
the
I'm hoping.
question. That's not the question, whether or not it's porn.
So you're not porn. You're every bit the classy woman as much as she is porn. That's how much classy you present yourself as. Is
Exactly.
What you're saying.
And I mean, she might beat me for Maxim or double XL or something like that, but not for America's Next Top Model.
So far, you're batting 1,000.
Yeah.
She's beating everyone.
All right, here's another picture of a woman who emailed in, a blonde woman who wants to be considered as America's Next Top Model. She sent in a nice big picture the same as you, and you are now looking at both those pictures, and you're thinking that your picture certainly is more America's Top Modelish than this woman? Yes or no, and why? And why? All right, your pause tells me all I need to know, and that's why I want to thank you for your time.
Her butt's hanging out. It's
porn.
I mean, come on.
Why do you say everyone's porn? And you are the utmost picture of class.
Why do you have to send pictures with your ass hanging out?
Have you seen Tyra Banks in Victoria's Secret?
Yeah, but that's classy.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, her ass is hanging out.
Maybe the only reason you don't. Maybe
Well,
the only reason you don't see this as classy is because it's not inside a Victoria's Secret catalog. Maybe if you saw any of those pictures individually that you see in a Victoria's Secret catalog, you'd say it's porn and not classy.
No, this
Maybe
wouldn't be inside Victoria's Secret catalog.
But you would be.
Maybe. You never know.
It's not about maybes here.
Yeah, right.
It's about yes or no.
Eventually, if I don't make it from here, I'm going to make it from somewhere else.
Is that right?
That's right.
Anywhere, huh?
From your email, I can see that you're already 26 years old.
Just turned.
The clock on your modeling career is a ticking.
Age is one thing, but
Age is just a number.
age is one thing, but when you look at me, you can't tell I'm 26.
All right.
Can you tell?
I didn't think about it yet. Now I'm thinking about it. I can tell.
You can't tell.
All right. So what do you think you look like? How old? How old do you look? If you're not 26, how old do you look?
I say 22, 23.
22, 23. Well, I'll tell you this. You're a very nice lady. You do have that air of confidence that you described. That is not a lie. Whether or not you'll be selected as America's Top Model, that will be determined at a later date. Not really, it's already been determined. That'll be determined
tick-tock.
at a later time. I will take your pictures, though, and if you would like us to throw you up on the internet as our selection of the morning, to show people what we're looking at here, what we're dealing with, what you're all about,
Model du jour.
today's model du jour, I can make you the model du jour of the morning. Would you like that or no?
Let's do it.
You can handle all that feedback.
I can handle it.
Some will be negative, maybe some will be positive.
I can do it.
You're ready for that.
I'm ready. I'm
All
ready
right.
for anything.
And then if the people just swamp me with the response of, "Oh, Tima, what the hell are you talking about? Stop the competition. This is America's top model. She's right. You're wrong."
Right.
Then I will accept that bit of advice.
Really?
And I will stop the. It's not happening. And I will stop the competition.
There won't be any emails.
Not that she's not pretty,
right?
But she's not America's Next Top Model.
Okay.
In your eyes.
In my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll find out from the listeners' eyes if you agree to put that picture on the front page of the TMNShow.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay with you?
That's fine.
Okay. And then it'll be just in their eyes.
I don't think so. I don't agree.
But the other thing, too, though, is the reason you're here is because in his eyes, he's the one who's got to send you.
No, I'm saying that's not the case, Terry. I'm saying if I get swamped with the opinions that I'm wrong, I will take that very much to heart. Now, are you expecting when I put your picture up on the TManShow.com that the response will be across the board that this woman is America's Next Top Model?
Well, you're going to have those little penny pinchers, but
Oh, jeez.
more than not. Yeah, I do.
So you want me to put a poll up there so we can get percentages on the response of how many people think you are America's Top Model or not?
You can. I'm gonna be watching just.
And what percent of the people will say you are America's Next Top Model?
I say, high 80s.
If you get 6%, I'll be shocked.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be shocked.
All right.
Wow.
We'll
Definitely
see who's
a lot of
closer.
confidence.
And I like you. I like confident women.
Thank you. I like you too. That's
But you
why I've
gotta
been listening since 97.
You gotta understand who you are. I know who I am.
Oh, I know who I am, too.
I'm a cross between the Elephant Man and Quasimodo, but all the good parts. And I think you're a very nice, capable young lady, or medium aged lady.
TikTok.
TikTok.
A TikTok.
But
Whatever.
80% of the people responding that you're America's Next Top Model is just not going to happen.
That's what you say.
Oh! Well, we'll have to wait and find out. I will make a public apology to you if I'm
Just
wrong.
wait and see.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for being here, Leah.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, don't let your triangle head hit you in the door. What? How's that expression go, Terry? Oh, the door hit you in the ass. Okay, you're
Me
right.
in my head.
Oh, these.
The T-Man.
All right, Paige, here's what you need to do.
Cafe Moderanos on my people in their party.
Put that picture, whichever one she agreed to. Leah, I'm talking about, obviously.
Yep.
Put her picture up on the front page of the TManShow.com. Call Computer Freak or Greg the Internet Guy, whoever's up. And put the words, this woman believes she's America's Next Top Model. Do you agree? Yes or no? And then give me the percentage readout on the responses that come in.
Can you put an NJY and have people respond?
So just basically yes, no.
Yes, no, no, why? All right?
Got it, man.
Now, Pasty's telling me there's a woman outside that definitely needed to be here this morning.
okay.
And it's been confirmed by Vinnie Le Pooh. And I even took a glance on the way to take a piss, Terry.
Yes.
And yes,
And?
finally someone who needed to be here to apply to America's Next Top Model is outside. What's her name? Miriam? All right, she doesn't have the name of America's Next Top Model, but they could change that.
Sure.
Miriam is
grandmother's
someone's secretary. Miriam is not America's Next Top Model name, but
Marge's mom's name.
apparently... So your great-grandmother? Oh, your grandmother.
My grandmother. I never knew him, though. They died before I was born.
Anyhow, thanks for breaking the flow. Anyhow, my point was,
Yes.
before I got unnecessarily interrupted, she needs to be here to apply to America's Top Model from everything I'm hearing and the quick glimpse I saw.
Oh,
She's
good.
got the look, she's got the body, she's got the style. She's a UW student, Terry. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow. There
Amongst
you go.
those UW students, could it be that America's Next Top Model for season 6 was just sitting around campus there? Is that possible?
It's possible.
That's what you're telling me, Pastela? You got a good look at her?
Man, yes, I did.
Vinnie Le Pooh got so blown away he went to do the mail, Terry.
Takes a lot to get him to do that.
Yeah, it does.
But I need a break from this right now, Terry. I know you have a pile of stories
I
over
do.
there. Please tell me what's going on in the world. Thank you.
Well, there's actually a disturbing story out of this lovely state in which we live in.
Oh, jeez.
In
Is
fact,
that what we do here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, in Enumclaw, Washington. Apparently, Washington.
Disturbing story out of
Yeah.
Enumclaw? What kind of stories do you get out of Enumclaw besides the disturbing ones?
I don't know. I guess that's true.
Where are the happy, uplifting, and exciting stories that come out of Enumclaw, Terry?
Okay, I understand.
All that comes out of Enumclaw is disturbing stories in a very private area of the world.
Yes.
Terry, that's like witness protection area of the world.
You're probably right.
Okay.
I got you.
That's where they put Henry Hill from the movie Goodfellas when he was relocated at an undisclosed nation's hidden location. Enumclaw, Washington. He's the
Enumclaw.
mayor. Yes.
Okay, well.
He's now the mayor, yes. Go ahead.
This has to do with bestiality. Apparently, here in Washington.
No one's surprised. If you're expecting us to gasp, Terry, we're not going to.
Okay, no gasping?
After you told us Enumclaw, Washington, disturbing story, bestiality is what we expected.
Okay.
Yeah, go
well,
ahead.
Apparently, in Washington State, here there is no laws when it comes to bestiality.
Most states have that.
I guess so.
They
yes.
actually have to put on record. They have to have their legislators make sure the wording is right and sign and make it official, the bestiality laws.
Yes.
Or else people would just think they could get away with screwing animals.
Right.
You wouldn't have to.
Well-
you would hope in a perfect world, yes.
Well, and that's what's happening in Enumclaw, Washington. Apparently, they're investigating a farm there that was basically a brothel for bestiality.
Really, there would be a madam that would come to the door and then line up all the sheep and...
Not just sheep, but horses and all kinds of beasts.
So it was like a literal chicken ranch.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Apparently, what happened is a gentleman went there to indulge in his little fetish.
Yeah.
And with a horse.
Little fetish.
Yeah, little fetish.
Yes.
With a horse, and apparently died from injuries sustained from his
Where are you getting this story? This is a true story.
Yes, from the Seattle Post-Intelligencer.
A guy went to pay for his sex with a horse.
Yes. Or to at least have sex with a horse. I don't know if they...
Well, you said it was like a brothel, so you're indicating that they would charge people to have sex with animals out there. A brothel would be a business-like atmosphere, Terry. You're telling me they were charging people to have sex with animals out there?
Well, I guess they...
All right, not the key point of the story. Anyway, the guy was having sex with a horse and died?
Yes.
Why? The horse kicked him?
No, because of deep internal bleeding.
Deep internal bleeding.
Yes.
So
that is what alerted, law enforcement officials to investigate this farm because
when you rush to the hospital with deep internal bleeding that smells like Betsy the Nag, it can send up some red flags there in Enumclaw General Hospital.
The hospital there, we see this all the time.
Yes.
So
anyway. This is a big scandal.
Yeah, it is.
This is a big discovery they made. They only wonder how many years it's been going on at this particular farm in Enumclaw where people would line up to have sex with the animals.
Right.
It's another storyline for Dr. Doolittle Part 6 they could go with. But then it wouldn't be family fun. Right. Anyhow, or maybe it would.
So the people running this farm and who their clients or the people who visit this farm are facing charges if
obviously Enumclaw is a couple of minutes away, Terry, so there are people listening in Enumclaw right now who know about this or at least have heard the rumors and now know that it's a fact. There's a farm out there that people would go to have sex with the animals. Where are these people as far as calling the phone lines right now? Let me open the phone lines.
Okay.
I want the inside skitty.
People are going to say, the neighbors, they were so quiet. And
I know.
You never thought something like this would happen in our great town.
It was such a quiet barn.
Every now and again you'd hear a horse neigh, but you just figured.
Saw a feather fly up every once in a while, but never thought anything of it.
Right.
1-866-663-T-Man. Enumclaw is mired in scandal.
Yeah.
As we wake up this morning, ladies and gentlemen. The big old rancheroo.
Big old rancheroo.
Has been busted, taken down, and put out of business.
Right.
The animals freed.
Let's hope so.
Their time of strife and unbelievable stress and strain is no more. They are free to roam about the Enumclaw wilderness now, I hope, Terry.
Yes.
And maybe get a little revenge if there's something right in the world. Now, how long do they estimate this little ranch situation was going on?
It doesn't really say just how long. And the thing is, they have to actually prove some sort of animal cruelty in this case. So that's
so they have to interview the animals to make sure they didn't like it?
I guess so. That's what John...
well, the first person to call in to comment, Terry, of course he has a private line, which makes it easier for him to be the first person to call in, is this guy.
Representing butt rockers worldwide. Carrying sod from Tacoma to Everett and every city in between. President of the blue collar workers. Even though he wears a tank top, here's Dump Truck Guy.
What's cracking, dude? Holy freaking crap! Exploded butthole, man!
Oh, man.
That's nice.
Easy, Dumpy.
Oh, my
gosh. That's a whacked out freaking individual.
What can we do for you, Dumpy?
Well, I'm just going to let you know, man. That's right by my work, dude.
That's where
all this crap happened. That's my home port.
That's where you're working this morning?
No, that's where my
home office.
Oh,
that's where I pick up my truck at.
That's where you pick
up.
So you go back and forth to that spot every day.
Yeah.
And if you're expecting me to be surprised, I'm not, Dumpy.
I'm just in and out, dude.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. Like most of the people who visit
the farm.
The farm at Enumclaw. That's what it's known as, simply as the farm.
Right.
No, I heard it was just they're going to videotape it, put it on the internet for try to get some cash out of it.
Yes. Old McDumpy had a farm. And now it's been shut down, Yayo.
Not a good situation. Don't try it at home.
Okay.
Thanks for the advice.
Thanks for the word of warning.
It's been a tough week. First, the alleged massage parlors in Renton all get shut down.
Yeah.
Now this.
I didn't hear about that. When did that happen?
Over the weekend.
I know about the one in Bellevue that was shut down.
Oh, yeah, right.
A few months ago.
Yeah, I remember that story.
I mean, I'm familiar with it, Terry.
Sure.
That story. But the one in the couple in Renton?
Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 that they showed on TV. They were shutting them down.
Mm-hmm. Doubling as what? As just mere massage outlets or what?
Well, I think they were doing a little more than massaging their clients inside.
Obviously, but I'm asking what did they represent themselves as on the outside?
Well, spa. You know, the day spa.
The day spa.
One was called the Renton Day Spa.
One was called the Renton Day Spa?
Yeah. I love it, with all the curtains shut and everything.
Well, you have to have privacy.
Let me go to the phones. You're on the air. Good morning. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
How's it going?
Good. What can we do for you?
I live out in Enumclaw. I want to talk about the old farmland fund out here.
Farmland fund, yes. What about it?
Well, I'm a little confused how the heck they're doing this. Are they putting the saddle on their belly, or what are they doing?
Terry, did they give you a visual aid? Did they give you a diagram? Did they give you...
All I know in this story is that they talk about the gentleman who had a male horse. He had sex with a male horse, and he died of deep internal bleedings due to sex with the male horse.
I hear it was a stallion, too, which those can be a little rough. They bite and everything else, don't they?
This man seems like he's speaking from experience there.
Well, he's from there.
Yes.
Well, you're the one who needs to tell us. I mean, geez, that's your town, right?
Okay.
Well, I didn't grow up out here. My wife did, and I always give her a hard time about the inbreeding and everything else.
Right.
But, this kind of just gives me another subject to talk about.
I'm sure your wife loves
But the houses and the barns and everything out there are pretty few and far between. It's not like your crowded little neighborhood where... in other words, things can happen out there that you can get away with that you wouldn't be able to get away with in the typical cul-de-sac, if you will. Right or wrong?
Sure.
Yeah, this stuff doesn't happen in Kirkland.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear weird noises at nighttime, too, and now I'm kind of wondering if that was what was going on here.
Well, it won't be going on any longer. Thankfully, it's been stopped, at least in that one spot. Who knows how many others. You're on the air.
Pete.
Yes.
You got it backwards.
Who's got it backwards?
The horse was having sex with the guy. That's where he got the internal bleeding from.
I was wondering how a man would get internal bleeding from screwing a horse unless the horse just clamped down on him, Terry.
No,
and you said
I
it was
said
a
that.
male
horse that...
So the horse was having sex with the guy.
Yes.
It's a different visual, Terry.
Okay.
Than the one you were presenting a few moments ago. And this guy wanted to make sure to jump on the phone lines and correct you.
Right.
You're ruining his morning's private moment.
I guess I figured with the internal bleeding, you guys everybody would figure it out.
I didn't put it together.
So that's why I mentioned the deep internal bleeding from the guy.
She kept saying deep internal bleeding. You get it?
No, I figured I had a visual of the horse clamping down on the guy. But now it's a difference. How do you get the... Wow. Horses will actively participate in that kind of...
I guess so. I don't know, but...
Do you have to... coax the horse? Does the horse get excited on its own, or I don't even want to.
Yeah, let's
speculate.
The horse goes, "Oh, there's a naked man. Yummy."
If he can just prop me up high enough, we can make this happen. Oh, wait, he's doing it. Well, here I go. Sir, do you have any insight here as to how this all gets going, or what?
No, I don't have that, but the insight is he's a Boeing employee, though.
He's a Boeing?
He was. The gentleman died, by the way.
He's no longer a Boeing employee. Well, that's not a fun ending to the story.
No, I know, and that's what alerted the law enforcement.
What do you say at the funeral, Terry? You leave that part out pretty much.
I would say yes. Leave it out.
You don't mention how he passed.
Natural causes.
Natural causes.
Yes. He had it going there for a while.
Right.
Well, that's really not the way I see myself going.
You can control your horse better.
Oh, yes. I like to be made love to more. Obviously, this was pretty rough between the horse
and the gentleman.
And the gentleman, Terry.
Yeah.
He liked it rough.
Right.
Do be harder, he may have said one too many times. It's sad to make jokes about this, but it's almost impossible not to laugh at a guy who dies because a horse was pounding him too hard sexually.
I understand. I know.
You kind of lose your right to have a respectful death
right.
when the cause of it was a horse drilling you.
Right.
Well, a good way not to die is to...
That's your request!
Is to remove that from your repertoire, I think.
Right, I think so.
You're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hi.
Hi.
So I'm from Buckley.
All right. Sounds
So
like...
I'm right here in the area.
Sounds like you can relate from the way you're phrasing it. Yes.
Yes. And I also worked at a horse ranch.
Mm-hmm.
And we
So you're our resident expert is what you're saying.
race horses there.
Okay.
So I can tell you that horses are very easily stimulated.
Really? So a horse would be very interested by instinct to go after a human if the human made it possible.
Yeah, like if they brush against anything, pretty much, they can get turned on and...
See, I own horses, and yet I haven't come close to one enough, Terry, to see if he'd be, like, interested in me sexually. But now at least I have some new aspect of my social life I can look into here.
Right. Careful when you pet your new horsey.
Right. Angel's all busy with the baby, Terry. I need to get my fill. I didn't think a horse would be turned on by a human, but they are, huh?
Yeah, they, just anything. It could be like a certain feel of a brush.
Well, I guess it makes sense. I mean, dogs hump
people's legs
yes.
and stuff, right? Yeah,
Yes.
gotcha.
Beautiful animal kingdom.
And also, I guess they had tons of hours of film that was found in the barn as well.
They were filming it, too?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I could understand why.
they have tons of hours found. I don't know how many, but at least hundreds.
Yeah, you got to get that on tape.
Oh, it's a must-see.
Right.
If you're having a barn that does that, I mean, a little extra cash on the side,
Man.
put it on the internet.
Even R. Kelly's laughing at that one.
Okay.
R. Kelly's like, they filmed it? What are they, stupid? Are you serious? They actually found video of the goings-on at this particular ranch in Enumclaw.
Yeah, and there's tons of different animals. It's not like
Just
a lot
a
of
wolf,
sheep
right.
and...
Yes.
Chickens.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they say, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
No, you ride a horse, save a cowboy.
It sounds like you have someone in the background there waiting for you, so we'll let you go.
Right.
All right?
All right.
Yes. Not easy to get injured by a bird, though, Terry, so she's in good hands.
Yeah, I think so.
Ma'am. Let me see this story over here. For goodness sake, what the hell's going on
It's
in our
crazy,
own-
I know.
In our own backyard.
Yeah, literally our own.
I mean, how far is Enumclaw from Seattle? Like 20 miles?
They say about 40 southeast.
I don't think it's 40 miles. Is it 40 miles, Stephen?
Probably, yeah. It's
Is
About
that far?
Yeah,
right at the
about
base of
that.
Mount Rainier.
I can get there right now.
Yeah.
I kind of want to. In 20 minutes.
Okay.
Enumclaw, it's right next to Issaquah, right?
No.
Swing by.
Come on. It's like neighboring towns.
No.
No.
I once was seeing some girl from Enumclaw. I went through Issaquah and I was there.
You can go to,
Well, it's south of White River
right.
Amphitheater. You
Yeah.
drive by that.
It's big. It's I
Enumclaw's
just
not
remember
big.
going through Issaquah. I remember taking a road that I took in Issaquah and went right through, and it got all dark and windy, and I got scared, and then I made it there.
You can go through Issaquah, but
I didn't even get sex that night.
Oh, damn.
wow.
I went all the way
Drove
out
all
there.
the way out there for
All the way
nothing.
to Enum
Kitchen,
Scratch for
sat in the
nothing.
kitchen with this girl's parents and talked.
Wow.
I was like,
Must have been
please,
great.
just hang me out here and call it a day.
Right.
Well, before you go pick up Jaden. We're going to the zoo.
Right. You're saying it's not near Issaquah?
No.
No.
Why don't I remember driving through Issaquah to get there?
You could do that. I mean, you lived in Issaquah then.
I
That's
think
probably
it's,
why.
I think it's
It's not
Right
right,
next
next
door.
door. It's not.
all right. Well, I was there.
Well,
I
no.
just don't know where I was, but I was there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. King County Sergeant John
Urquhart.
Mm-hmm. That's how you pronounce Urquhart?
Yeah.
Okay. John Urquhart says, quote, just sex with an animal isn't illegal per se. You'd have to prove some sort of animal cruelty out of that, and that's why we have more investigating to do, says John Urquhart.
All those hours of videotape, you know.
John, you think the sex itself is cruelty?
Right. You think?
I guess subject to debate, Stephen. That's why they have to interview the animals.
Right.
And get complete statements.
Sure.
And the videotape, I'm sure, will be viewed to make sure that the animals were getting some kind of enjoyment out of it, and if that is found, then maybe it's open to discussion.
Oh, dude, we got to watch the video again to see if it's really bad.
I know.
Wow. You're on the air. Good morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, what's really going on with that horse thing? Is that guy married or anything?
Is the guy married? That's important to you?
Yeah, was he? I mean, he could have pictures of the horse right next to his bed, you know.
So if he's married, he should be embarrassed of himself?
Maybe.
Yes.
What was his wife thinking? I mean, she didn't please him enough or something?
Well, it's amazing how desperate a man could get.
It has nothing to do with her.
Right. People have...
Well, Stephen sounds like he's speaking from some personal experience there. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, was this guy just so butt ugly that he had to go to a horse?
No, the horse came to him, sir.
That, and, what are they going to put on his tombstone? Died of having too much sex?
Ah.
Oh, that kind of doesn't really spell it out,
Doesn't necessarily capture the essence of what happened there. You're on the air.
Hello, Chief.
Yes. Oh, it's Schwager.
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah, Schwager.
Well, I have no comment about this horse thing, except it doesn't make any horse sense, but... I'm just... Well, today I'm taking my placement test at OC for classes.
All right.
And I was wondering if I could come over to the show on probably Thursday.
Sounds fine.
Okay.
You could interview some of the models.
When do you find out how your placement test goes? If they tell you you're no better than a man who's destined to just have sex with animals, what are they?
It's a computerized test, but I should find out very soon.
Okay.
Oh, good. Right away.
We're interested in knowing.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yep.
You can help us judge some of these America's Next Top Model candidate wannabes when you come down Thursday, all right? Sound good? We need your trained eye in that area.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
And I'll see you Thursday.
We'll see you then.
All right, Matthew.
Poor schlub intern.
I know.
Yes. Terry is wrong or is off the mark as the first two ladies who came down this morning to apply for the America's Top Model competition, Terry. As off the mark as they were. That's how on the mark the next two competitors are. And that's what it's about. It's about a competition, Terry. It's about being a competitor in this situation and knowing that you beat the rest of the crop, you beat the rest of the field, Terry.
Yep.
Because there only can be one that we submit, and we have to know, and she has to know that she is head and shoulders of vagina above the rest of the class.
True.
Right?
True. Yes, absolutely.
Now, one of the two ladies waiting outside is half Chinese and half French.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? What happened? A Chinese woman and a French man got together and said, hey, we must screw.
Yes.
Some fries and an egg.
That's what
roll.
happened.
I can't even begin to imagine how that got started. I have an easier time understanding how the guy screwed a horse. But anyway, that's what happened, and the result is a very hot woman waiting outside named Nikita. And then you have Miriam, who's been waiting outside for so long that I almost felt bad.
Okay.
We visited her outside during the break and said, you've been waiting for an hour and a half. You're missing class. She's in summer school at UW, Terry.
Wow.
So I said, how many Summer Jam tickets do you want? She said 10.
10?
Little carried away there, huh?
I said, you can wait here 6 years. I'm not giving you 10. So we gave her some Summer Jam tickets.
Oh,
That's
nice.
pretty crazy, 10.
Yeah, 10.
You believe that response?
Oh, and
But
VIP passes.
That's the kind of response you expect out of a woman who expects to be America's top model.
Yeah.
10. I want 10. Her name is Miriam, for goodness sake. Now, she looks good, Terry, but the name Miriam would have to go immediately. Miriam is like blue hair and adult diapers.
Depends.
It's the pens. So bring in Miriam there, Pastela. Let's get a quick hello from her. Now, as hot as these two women are,
yes,
we're going to have to find a way to put them on the website. I have said that we're only going to take one woman, one at a time. We'll have her wait outside just for a second. I know everyone's anxious around here.
Yeah.
As hot as they are, I've said on record, Terry, we'd only put one a day, plus iron, like a multivitamin, on the website. But we got to find a way to put Miriam. Not many 21-year-olds named Miriam.
Yes.
You want to explain that off the bat here?
Explain what?
How a 21-year-old could possibly be named Miriam. Miriam's your office executive. Miriam's your blue-haired...
No. My first name is Miriam. My parents are Persian. It's a Persian name.
Oh, it's Miriam?
Miriam.
So it's not Miriam.
No, Miriam.
It's Miriam. I don't know if that's any better, but at least it's different.
Pretty.
Right. Oh, you don't like my name?
And you're Persian?
Yes.
What is that? Is that a Iranian
Yes,
or what?
yes.
And notice I said Iranian and not Iranian
You did. You
because
said it right.
I have an Iranian friend, and She gets pissed if you say Iranian.
Yes, you said it right.
Yes, I did. I did so right. I do a lot of things right. Anyhow, you definitely deserve to be here. There's no doubt about
Thank
it.
you.
How tall are you?
I'm about 5'8", 5'9".
And you are late for a summer school class?
I am.
Why are you bothering your time? Why are you bothering yourself with summer school classes when
I
you...
kind of slacked off.
You slacked off?
Last semester.
Okay, but you're not getting the point. Why even go to school? You're supposed to be a dumb model.
Oh, no.
You want to be a smart model?
Yes.
You want to be an educated model?
Yes.
All right, and you see yourself as clearly the one that needs to be on the program. You can handle the pressures of being on a show like America's Top Model. Have you watched the first 5 installments on UPN or no?
I haven't seen the first 5.
You haven't seen any of the seasons?
But the last 2 seasons I've seen.
Well, that would... All right, never mind. Maybe she's more along the lines as I was hoping to.
Right.
Yes. Well, there's been 5 seasons, and you haven't seen the first 3, but you've seen the last 2 is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, maybe you need to get to that summer school math class. Anyhow, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Miriam? When did you come to the United States? Were you born here? Were you imported? What were you doing?
I was born here in California.
Mm-hmm.
And then we moved to Washington when I was about 4 years old.
Yes.
Grew up in Kirkland and then grew up in Winterville.
And you have a boyfriend, you have a husband, you have no one. What do you have?
0 children.
0 children.
No husband.
No husband.
No boyfriend.
No boyfriend.
Single.
Girlfriend?
No.
Are you interested in women?
No.
Why the pause?
No, definitely not.
Why the pause?
I had to think about it.
There must be some part of you that's debating, that's having an internal struggle over the attraction you feel towards women. Why don't you tell us about that?
No, I think women are very, very beautiful creatures.
Oh, that was 2 varies, Terry.
Yes, I heard.
But
women are very, very beautiful, especially in the butt, yes.
I'm very attracted to men.
Very attracted to men. Oh, she can't get enough men, Terry.
And you're all man.
You love men, don't you? What's your favorite thing to love about men? They're huge schlongs.
Wow.
Watch out, pasty.
Did I say that? Okay, you tell me. I thought I pretty much crystallized your thoughts, but you tell me if I'm wrong. What's your favorite
did you say
thing?
Huge schlong?
Yes, they're huge schlongs. Of course, they all have them,
yes.
except me.
Yes.
But go ahead. What is your favorite thing to love about men? What's your favorite feature, whether it's a personality trait or a physical trait? What's your favorite thing that you love about men? If you could just pinpoint one damn thing.
They gotta make me laugh.
Got to make you laugh.
Ah, she likes the comedians.
That's when I'm in, Terry.
Yeah.
Woo. Miriam.
Yes.
I'm saying very seriously now.
Because
or else I'm just going to attack you here in the studio. You definitely, certainly represent what we're looking for as far as someone we're going to present to the casting directors.
Okay.
But you seem a little bit naive in some sense. Are you prepared to handle the stresses, the rigors of a reality TV show if we should choose you? Which I'm not saying by any means is any kind of slam dunk here, Miriam.
100% ready. 110% ready.
Wow. If you said 120, it would have been in. But obviously,
only 110?
You would have been over.
I'm looking for the woman who's 120% ready. But that's okay. Why don't you have a boyfriend? What's the problem there? Is there some kind of personality deficiency that you have?
Oh.
Are you very boring once you get to know you?
Definitely not.
What is it then that is preventing you from having any kind of man in your life? Is this the situation you just have decided to go with? You don't want a boyfriend?
I don't want a boyfriend.
You don't want a
now.
boyfriend?
No.
Why not? Tell me why.
Because I'm, I guess, having too much fun right now.
Having too much fun doing what?
Going out, hanging out with friends.
Do you screw random men, yes or no?
No.
No. How many men have you had sex with, let's say, in the past 7.5 months? No, actually 7 months, 2 weeks, and a day.
Wow.
7 months, 2 weeks, and a
in the past
day.
in the beginning of the year. In the past 7 months, wow, I pretty much nailed it to the beginning of the year. I didn't even realize that. I was just trying to be fun.
1.
You had sex with 1 man.
Yeah.
And who was the very fortunate individual?
That's a secret.
And you met him how?
I go to school with him.
You go to school with him. He's in one of your classes.
No.
He's your professor.
No, I don't have any cute professors.
You don't have any cute professors. If you did, you'd be screwing them left and right.
He's a
Maybe.
teacher. He's a TA.
He's a teacher's aide. Yeah, he's a TA.
What is he?
No, we don't have cute TAs either.
Okay, then what do you have that's cute in your school at UW that you were willing to have sex with, and him and only him over the past 7 months, 2 weeks in a day?
We have a lot of fine men at the school.
A lot of fine men.
Yeah, good-looking guys.
But you weren't in a class with this guy. You just passed him in the hallway. You each sniffed each other and went for it.
Yes, that is exactly
in the
it.
cafetorium.
Yes.
Not a cafeteria, Terry. Well, you tell me then how it happened. I can't imagine how if he's not in your classes, how did you get all of a sudden face-to-face with this guy?
You know, we just go to
came up
school
to you?
together. You see each other on
But
campus.
UW is a huge campus.
Yeah.
It's not like it's really small.
Well, that tells me that they met each other once and then went back for it.
Well.
We have mutual friends.
Too late for that. Anyhow.
Did this guy play in the big dance this year?
All right, let me get in the half Chinese,
voice
half
coming
French
from?
woman real quick.
Up above.
Right here.
That's the voice from
She's looking
above.
around the studio for you, Stephen. That's just the kind of candidate we're looking
Hi,
for.
Miriam. How
All
are
right, why
you?
don't you step out of that chair for a second? I have a half
Okay.
Chinese, half French young lady who sent in tons of pictures of herself, one looking better than the next. Terry.
Wow.
The only problem here is going to be a height situation.
Okay.
I don't even know if she can get on the roller coaster at the Puyallup Fair. Terry.
Really?
She's a little too small. And I don't recall the producers, the casting directors of America's Top Model telling me
If there was
that there was any height requirement, but I have been told by others that there is. But because they didn't tell me that,
Yeah.
what I'm sensing is they just want to see the best one we could find.
Okay.
And if she's not right for America's Top Model, I don't know this for a fact, but I think they may put her on some other shows they're working on. Or else they would have told me that.
Sure.
Don't you think?
Yeah, probably.
Don't you think that's one of the things they stipulate right up front to me?
Yes.
And they
Should've.
never
Absolutely
they never
they
said
should.
anything like that. So, Nikita,
Hello.
please lean in. Oh, not to the microphone, to me. And tell me a little something about Nikita.
Okay. Well, I'm 22 years old right now.
Yes. Are you hotter than her, yes or no?
I think so, but she's taller.
So pound for pound, inch for inch, you are the hotter woman.
She's looking right at me. You want me to answer this?
It's about to be a girl fight.
Oh, but the models have to do that kind
Okay,
of
I'll
stuff.
tell you what.
They know.
Turn around. You're intimidating with your Iranian stare. Not Iranian, but Iranian right now. Just
I
nod
think
to
I
me.
look-
Just nod to me. I will not let her be aware of your answer. Now, just nod to me if you're way hotter than her, if it's not even close. Oh, she's nodding even more furiously in the yes direction.
I
there.
know.
I mean, just for the record. I didn't want you to hear that.
Well, I'm keeping track of the record, so we need to know.
Jeez.
And Stevie can't see.
You are half Chinese, half French?
Yes, my mother's full Chinese and my father's French.
What a combo, Terry.
Yeah, definitely.
Who would have thought it would have turned out like this? You know what? That just convinced me. When I go for lunch today, I'm combining the egg foo young with the enchilada. I don't know. Just the weirdest combination. You'd be amazed how you put it together and it comes out like this.
Very pretty.
But Nikita,
Yes.
if it turns out there is a height requirement and that eliminates you, how upset are you going to be?
Not too upset.
I'm sure you're pretty used to that.
Oh.
Being eliminated because of your height for a lot of things that you've auditioned for, because you have the unbelievable Chinese French face there.
Oui, oui.
I saw oui. But you have had restrictions on your career because of your height. Is that right or wrong?
That is true.
But you do some import car modeling is what I'm looking
I
at
do
here
a
now.
lot of import cars.
Because it doesn't matter how tall you are when you're laying on that automobile.
No,
Terry.
you're right. You're
Automobile.
For the Mini Cooper.
Oh, jeez. Well, I will obviously consider you both because you represent, as opposed to the first two that were in here before you, I don't know if you got a glimpse of them on their way out, what you represent, what is needed to be seen here in the studio as far as us doing our jobs in a thorough fashion to present to the casting directors the right individual, Terry.
Yes.
Don't you agree?
I do.
Okay. Terry has to agree. I pay her to agree. Yes.
Can
So,
I
Nikita,
sit now?
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
Thank
Is there anything that needs to be said? Any final word? I will give you the final word of the morning.
Oh.
Okay, there it is. All right, thank you for being down in the studio. Same with you. Iranian woman leaning on a water bottle right now. She's got her chin on a water bottle, Terry.
Yes.
It's like an updated version of The Thinker, but different. Anyhow.
Well, Pasty did good today then, huh?
Yeah,
Stephen, any questions that you have left over in your head? I will put both these ladies on the website at some point over the next 24 hours.
Oh,
Is that okay with you both?
Yeah.
And don't mouth to her that you were just kidding.
I said I was sorry.
Oh, you were sorry?
Yeah.
Well, I would
not
be sorry.
kidding.
Yeah.
No, we're not kidding. Everything I said was true, but
Right.
just sorry I had a...
Just, David, any final questions to ask either of these two ladies that might clear up any confusion you have?
Well, what does the other one do for a living? The one that just came in.
She's an import car model.
Oh, that's
and
what she
anything
does.
else?
No, right now.
Not
That's all
in-
we do.
No.
All
She's
right.
got an interesting voice, too, doesn't
Yeah,
she?
she does. I like it.
Easy, Stephen.
Stephen was quick to answer that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
As he sits surrounded by lube in a room alone upstairs. No other questions.
Well, I wanted to ask if they were going to be on the website, and you answered that one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very exciting. And the other one, too, the Triangle Head. It's a big day for the site.
Oh, Triangle Head is going to be prominently featured on the tmanshow.com for your voting pleasure later this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared for that. If it's not up already, which I don't believe it is, right? It'll be up in a matter of seconds. Oh, we're getting calls up the wazoo, Terry, demanding Triangle Head.
Triangle Head, that's nice.
We'll be there as soon as possible, and we will respond as best we can, ladies and gentlemen. Just sit tight. That's all I can say. All right, thank you, Nikita, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miriam. And we will be in touch. Okay.
The T-Man.